And welcome back to another session of Polyhedra Septimperium plays Curse of Strahd. Welcome back, everybody. I am super excited to get back at it, especially with all of the excitement that has been infused in, of course, with Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft being released. If you have not had a chance to check that out, I highly, and I mean highly recommend that you start checking out some of the videos talking about that stuff. When it drops, I will probably do a little bit of a series that talks about some of the really cool medieval warfare and factional intrigue that will likely be able to be used on that. But for you lore fiends out there, I'm looking at you, Damon playing Yanni. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So go ahead and check that out. Really quick, I have a few announcements before we go into this meat grinder tonight, where everybody's definitely not going to try to hit on a witch to have 7-legged children. Tom. So big stuff for us obviously was that we had the website launch. Now, if you are interested in joining a game like this, whoa, it is all over the place. Let me fix this thing really quick. Boom, this looks a little bit better. Yeah, you get that shout out right off the bat. There you go, Dolph Thomas. So as you guys are watching these streams, whether it is the Odyssey stream or this Curse stream, if you guys are interested in joining a campaign like this, head on over to, and it should be, let me see if I point at the top left of your screen right now, www.polyhedra.io. If you guys go there, you'll see that there's a section down below that says join campaign. You type in your information, including your Discord handle, and one of us is going to reach out. We are hiring more DMs. If you're interested in being a DM with Polyhedra, send us a message. We're going to be reaching out as soon as possible. We set up all of the back end and random stuff for you guys, and you guys will be able to run a campaign. Now, you guys are here for these guys, and I'm excited for them because there's some changes coming up in the future. We're changing our back end, and so it's not going to be as much crazy natural ones and natural 20s, just like in between. It seems like across all of the games, the servers that we're using right now, and I'm not going to call them out, but has had some issues. I think because they're running a lot of the games through the same server setup, I think they end up just drawing really interesting and weird random numbers from that. So we're going to be moving to our own back end. This is going to be happening. The Great Migration, you might call it, is going to be happening over the next month. So expect much more crazy rolls in the sense of much more in between 1s and 20s. I see one natural 20 on screen right now. What is up with that? Just kidding. So hopefully it's going to be less of those incidences where you roll, 3 natural 1s in a row, or accidentally jinx yourself into saying, 1 for 1, what could go wrong? And she's actually looking down at me.
Or the campaign. I'm 1 for 1. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Alrighty, so
yeah. It is.
One other really big shout out that I wanted to also give is to Twitch. We finally achieved our affiliate status. Thank you very much, Twitch. We technically were at getting everything that we needed. Thank you, Dune and Drake, for that kind of stuff. So just a big shout out for you guys. If you have, let's say, for example, here looks like that's what Drake said. Drake, do you want to explain what you just did for the chat?
Sure. When you're in Twitch, in the bottom right-hand corner, it'll say gift a sub or a multitude of different things. But if you click on the arrow, it actually pulls up a button that gives you the ability to sub, or as I did with Twitch Prime, which if you are a living, breathing person, you have Twitch or you have Prime through Amazon, you can click it. Doesn't cost anything, and what it does is it subs to the channel, which then helps support things like in the stream for us to get artwork or get new assets for the campaigns or things like that. So
one caveat, and this is the big thing. I know it's a little bit of annoying. Like, the cool thing is you pay for Amazon Prime likely anyway because it's been the pandemic, and let's be real, it's so much easier to just click, buy now. On the flip side, the one thing that sucks a little bit, and we absolutely understand, is if you guys want to do that, you'll have to re-up every month. I'll put out a shout out at the beginning of every session to remind people, if you have a Prime, you haven't used it yet, go ahead and try to get that going. We also got a hype train going now, so if you guys want to get that going or up even more, that would be absolutely fantastic. In any case, just a big shout out to Twitch. Thank you for granting us the affiliate status, but bigger shout out to the players. You guys are all phenomenal. People love watching you guys, the shenanigans that you all get into, whether that is not going I can't do the voice. My
Matt,
mic cut out.
How dare you?
How?
We can't just give those away for free.
I don't give those away for free. Oh my gosh.
For
So-
every 5 memberships, Jeremy will do it.
For every 5 memberships, he'll take his shirt off and do it.
Ooh, okay. No. That's on our OnlyFans. That's on our OnlyFans. You guys find that on.
Please visit us at polyonlyfans.com.
Yeah, no, that's on Jeremy's OnlyFans. He's handling that solo.
I got this. We gotta get that money.
Wait, how'd y'all know?
We can. I have a feeling Twitch probably doesn't allow those kind of cross promotions with OnlyFans, so that was a joke. Twitch, please don't ban us. All that said, we obviously do this because we're having fun with it, but as a DM, I enjoy these guys, like the crazy shenanigans they come up with, and you guys should see like the conversation that they have off of stream, and they have like their own little server that they're running, and they're going back and forth. It's like, yeah, how we're gonna kill her, how we're gonna get her out of the skull, she could fly. All of those kind of conversations. And if you've seen the latest episode of Wanda, I'm not gonna ruin it, but there was a fantastic witch joke in that one. If you saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about. Also, WandaVision, fantastic. Check it out if you guys can. All that aside,
not sponsored.
Hashtag definitely not sponsored. Are you kidding me? If Marvel sponsored us, I would be swooning so hard right now. But anyway, so yeah, that's amazing. And finally, I think the biggest thank you ultimately goes to all of you guys watching. Whether you guys are watching currently live, you know, Damon having us play in the background, even though he wants to desperately run Curse of Strahd himself, he's still supporting us, watching us. My love to you, man. My love to all of you guys, and obviously the same thing from everybody on the campaign stream. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it, and it's just going to get more and more exciting from here. That is it as far as announcements go. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to call? Oh, I have one that I remembered. On the last stream on Thursday, I called out a new Kickstarter. It's called Crow and Coyote. It is phenomenal. It's Native American inspired. It's a bunch of like AU, alternate universe, what ifs. What if conquerors and the colonizers never came to North America? What if they actually got to develop on their own? What if science and magic kind of got to spring up there? It's a very, very cool, setting to play in, where you have a lot of that Native American magics and spirit, and I don't know enough about the culture to really speak on it, but as just a random non-colonizing European that came over to America, and having seen Native America, the very small glimpses that have survived to this day, let's be real, it's cool to have that kind of a shout out to the in our nerd community, to have that in 5e. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, also not sponsored, we don't do anything because we're not sponsored by anyone except ourselves and you guys at home. Thank you. It's a really cool setting. If you guys want to check it out, it's on Kickstarter right now. If one of you guys wants to drop that in the chat, I would appreciate it. But do you guys have any kind of shout outs, anything that you guys want to call out for the community to look at?
And me being a super nerd, the history thing's right up my alley, so.
He's a teacher. He learns people.
I learned people real good yesterday. Or Thursday, or whatever.
Yeah, he's a teacher that doesn't understand how the days of the week work. Apparently.
Shut the hell up.
Hey, no teacher left behind. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
No
Alrighty, cool. Well, with that, I think it's time for us to delve back into tonight's session of Septimperium Plays Curse of Strahd, previously in Barovia. You guys had traveled from the Wizard of Wines, trying to chase down the knocked out and dead members of your party that had been held by an elder evil druid. As you guys were able to overcome the weird animated tree that, was in league with not only this druid, but also Baba Liaga, the witch, hag, whatever she may be, that sent all of these scores of blighted creatures against the Wizard of Wines and the family of Wereraven that operates and lives there. Now, you guys were able to overwhelm her, cut down your unconscious members, or those that had come back, found a way to create a stretcher for passed out Dagmar instead of turning her body into a zombified husk. Choices were made. However, we also had a little bit of an unleashing of power. This would be the moment where there's a little bit of that evil glint on the anime character's eyes, right? As we had Nag finally unleash the power of true necromancy. However, during that moment, it seemed that Knack was actually contacted by this extra, well, at least outside of this group's immediate vicinity being. As you guys were able to get these bones to raise, Knack, you had an encounter with this entity, and still no idea what exactly happened there. As you guys traveled on, however, you guys finally came upon the ruins of Berez. You saw the crumpled down and kind of decrepit looking areas that once were this ruined town. You saw the foundation still standing there, and at this point, very familiar looking scarecrows. You guys, with a brand new spell from our most favorite kobold, Phineas, were able to sneak right up to the edge of the foundation of that town without being noticed whatever. You guys were able to tear through not only these scarecrows, but also these swarms of insects that rose and were almost summoned forth by the one, the only, Baba Liaga. As you heard her cackle come not from the ground, but the sky above you, you saw her sitting in the upside-down turned skull of a giant, flying it like Marty McFly all about you guys, flinging firebolts at your face. Everything looked dire once more. Or just, normal day in Barovia, because that's just how Barovia does. As she was flying around you guys, hucking these fireballs at you, you suddenly saw this young man, this individual, pop into existence before you. His appearance completely translucent. Blue was the hue of energy that seemed to emanate off of him as he said, "Come here." You guys gathered around him, and as you did, suddenly a pulse wave ushered forth from this ghostly figure and transported you westward towards a little garden that was just next to the mansion, the crumpled mansion of what you presume to be the Burgermeister of that location once upon a time. There, he introduced himself. And he told you guys that his name was Laszlo Ulrich. And Laszlo told you guys that he had been, in the path of Strahd at one point. He told you guys of another young woman that once lived here in Berez, who also had been the target of Strahd's advances. But that Laszlo and the priest of Berez had taken her life so that she would be spared having to live with Strahd for the rest of hers, or her unlife. But what truly gave you guys chills in that moment was not the fact that you just had been teleported away from a very, very scary encounter, or that this creature was still hovering above you guys, looking for you. But the fact that Laszlo described your friend Irena very, very precisely. And as he came in and out of existence again, seemingly losing his mind between each one of those moments, you guys decided to find cover, find a way to get out of the sight of the hag, rushing northward into the ruins of the mansion. There's a little bit of a collapsed section. It doesn't have a true roof. It's just some of the stonework that has crumpled down. What was probably at some point a higher level. It lays kind of like folded over, almost like a hut. As you guys all go in there with the Pass Without a Trace spell active, what would you guys like to do?
For now, as we see Baba Yaga, or hear her cackling away, kind of flying in her general direction anyway, in this little courtyard that we're in, I think we're going to try and stay as hidden as possible. And wait her out, hopefully, see where she ends up going.
All right. Is there anything else that the rest of you guys would like to do in addition to that? It's understood the entire group wants to kind of take shelter, hunker down, and make sure that this powerful caster is not going to spot you guys. But is there anything else that you guys want to do during that period?
I want to pick up a rock, probably about hand size for a dwarf, and I want to put it in my bag.
All right, sounds good.
I love you.
So it's actually, you just find two, what are they called? Coconut shells.
Yep, there we go.
I'm actually disappointed that ability doesn't take two coconut shells to work. I'm just saying.
I was actually going to ask you, like, If he tries to pull shit like that again, can I pull pass the other traits off a particular individual and be like, he's over there?
Yeah.
I might allow it. We'll see. I'll see.
I don't have anything I'm trying to do. Just trying not to be seen.
All right. In that case, as you guys are hunkered,
Actually, I want to watch. I want to watch her to make sure I can try to keep sight on her.
okay.
And be ready
Everyone.
to sprint.
All right. Everyone except for Dunan, make your stealth check with advantage. Dunan, are you wearing armor that it gives you disadvantage when you make stealth checks?
I am.
Maybe it might be a good idea to kind of point to someone else to keep the lookout. Someone who hasn't rolled yet.
So if it's at advantage,
I'll take it.
then it's a flat roll for me, right? Because I'm at disadvantage. with my armor.
Exactly.
Same.
So that's 16, 19,
Man, those rolls.
20.
Yeah, but who's? Hold on. I have to do it now because Phineas already rolled with advantage.
I said that I would.
Yeah, but you rolled.
You did. Oh
I
no.
mean, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Dunan, go to make it with disadvantage as you're trying to
Yeah.
keep a lookout.
19.
Hey, you still rolled better than most of the people who rolled with advantage.
I think I have the highest
There
dice
you
in the
go.
party.
That's
So-
awesome. Oh man. Alrighty, that's still a 19. Make me a perception check.
God, Hoyt came in with a 13.
Just a flat perception, right?
And it's actually like Hoyt keeps playing with that little bit of a rock, and you keep pulling this. Like, stop it, Hoyt. As with that, you're able to use that pass without a trace spell. You feel her more than you even see or hear her flying above you. There almost seems to be some kind of like fouling of the air as she gets close. What little bit of growth of whether it be moss on kind of like some of the exposed sides of the wall or the grass that you guys are standing upon seems to almost wilt away as she gets a little bit closer. The air that you guys are standing in seems to get just a little bit colder. Flies about. After 20 or so minutes, the cackling subsides. And Dunan, you keep a lookout. The last time you saw her, she seemed to fly southward and then just disappear into this thick, thick fog that hangs over everything in this bogged area.
Is the south the direction we kind of came from, like the direction of her hut?
So those are two different yeses. You guys, so it's a yes and a no. You guys actually came from like the northwest, went down some kind of like half mountainside, kind of like these hillocks, and that just descended down into the mud and the bog, right? On the south side is actually where that river is, and kind of like in the river / walking in some of the swampy area there with the mangroves.
That was her hut.
Yeah.
So
And it's
safe to
currently
say-
still moving. You can still
from
hear
the
it.
trajectory though that she was flying. My best guess would be that ET's trying to phone home.
Yes, she probably returned back to her hut.
How far are we from the river? Can we tell?
Yeah, hang on 1 second while I measure that out.
So it looks like she is flying back home. So if we're gonna make our move, I would.
You guys
say
are about
now.
300 feet. Dunan, with your 17, you hear. The steps of the hut seem to get closer towards you guys.
It sounds like her house is actually moving in this direction. So if we're not wanting to fight her here and we're wanting to go and try to catch her when she's not on her broomstick, if that's the plan, now's the time.
She seems to be almost parallel, at least the hut seems to be almost parallel eastward of you guys now. Keeps walking northward. Knack. You feel odd. Simultaneously calm, disturbed, and invigorated. Like a nice cold shower. As you hear, feel a voice reverberate through your cranium. Let's settle down.
Alright. I'm going to quietly address the group and be like, I don't think we should move yet. I have an inkling that she might end up staying for the night, so let's wait a little while for her to get more comfortable. Just coming off of a combat high and her knowing we're around, maybe make her think that we've run away.
Are you sure? Because his spell is about to expire.
Yes.
Okay.
So, did Finn hear that? I'm
Yeah.
assuming? So Finn will look
Stage
over.
whispers.
He'll pull out Chloe's foot and act like he's cocking a shotgun. He'll be like, "Shh, don't worry, it's got another charge."
That's so gross. Are you going to do that to Dagmar
Yeah.
also?
Oh, please no.
Finn looks around for Dagmar's body and remembers
Her body
that he
is
left
way
her
over
up
there. It's luckily not close.
Her body is weakened at Bernie's at this point.
Oh.
We should put it.
Oh no!
just
Wait
walk
until
it
she
backwards
actually
and-
goes full weekend at Bernie's.
All right. Well, since this is your plan, Mac, how long do we need to wait?
An hour.
Okay.
He
Everybody
said with
see
great
a pillow.
confidence.
Everybody see a pillow.
Finn, make me a perception check.
Yes for me.
No, that was Finn. That was Finn.
Oh, did you say Finn? Oh, my bad. You said perception. Cool.
Not bad.
All right. And in that moment, you're just kind of like rolling your eyes and just holding the foot close as you look around. And maybe 15 or so feet outside of the crumpled structure that you guys are currently hiding under, you see a figure, heavily cloaked, some cowl hiding their face. You see a little bit of beard just kind of sticking down at the bottom there, and kind of like this half-tilted smile barely shining forth. As Finn, you kind of like stop, and you see a gauntleted fist kind of go forward and
Stecked cane.
Oh,
stay
He didn't say a word.
listen.
Listen.
Um,
Stay a while and listen.
Finn will. He'll start walking slowly towards this.
Where are you going?
Right.
Y'all don't see that? I'm gonna kind of point the direction of the old man. You said like an old man, older man.
No, it's actually. I mean, the figure actually seems straight backed.
The bearded
Very
man.
like large shoulders. Yeah, large shoulders. It's a short beard actually.
Okay.
Very well kept, dark.
Do we see this person?
You guys do.
Where are you going, little guy?
There's a rather handsome devil sitting over there looking at me. He's going like this. Do I feel in danger? Does it seem aggressive? Do I
Make me an
notice
insight
anything?
check. Primo Finstat.
Does he have candy and or puppies?
Yeah, actually, that's all he has.
Go.
No, but there's this weird unmarked van standing behind him.
I was gonna say free ice cream on the side.
Oh,
Well, was it like an ice cream truck at one time? And it's really faded
Yeah.
and all the stickers are gone?
look
It
like
has
it's been
all
on
the
Pimp My
answers for
Ride.
crossbow expert and favorite foe 1d6, no questions asked. That's how you truly get Chris. But no. However, as you look at that individual, you feel there's something familiar. You cannot put your finger on what, or Chloe's toe on what it is exactly, but you can definitely tell that you've seen this person before.
Fuck it, I'm game.
As you skedaddle on out of there just a little ways, and there's enough like little walls and foundation pieces that you kind of like dodge in and out using your dexterity or your stealth
He's
score.
going to die.
Looking
We
around.
have to follow him, right? Because he's doing the shroud thing.
No, it's within. How far from the? Is this
30
guy?
feet, I believe.
Oh,
He's like
that's
15.
convenient.
No. He's like
That's
15
convenient.
feet out. I was thinking for the spell. The spell is about 30 feet out. And this guy, this figure,
Convenient.
with its black cloak and cowl and like kind of just covering the armor that they're clearly wearing underneath it. Yeah, it's about 15 feet out. So
Okay,
all of you guys can like see Finn as you kind of like scamper on over there and look up towards this individual. And as you look up into the cowl, it is weird. There's still darkness that seems to be almost kind of like shifting back and forth. And it's only the lower jaw and the beard that seems to be shining through. As you just hear a, howdy, partner. Long time.
Well,
no
howdy to
see.
you too, sir. I'm not real good with names, or in this case, dark figures. Who are you again?
Just someone who is interested in you guys succeeding in this. Listen to Knack. We'll figure out something to distract. You guys go in and strike hard, will ya?
It's Clint Eastwood. I didn't know Matt Mercer made an appearance and be like, I'm gonna do Huckleberry.
High noon.
I'm a kind of. Well, as much as I appreciate the help, and I was planning on listening tonight, he seems a little more comfortable than this than I am, but. Who are you?
Tell you what,
Uh huh.
I'll buy you the next picture if you can guess before I'm back. And you see the smile kind of like open up into a large, just like smile of a grin. And as he turns, you see a little bit of the cloak kind of fluttering out, and you see a little bit of wolf fur just kind of shining through as suddenly disappears and gone.
Okay. Well, Finn's gonna turn back around and run back over to the group, and well, whoever he was, he seems to trust you, Nick. He said that we well, and I quote, we should trust Knack, and I think he offered to buy me a beer. I don't know, but he said they'll create a distraction. So I guess when we see the distract, probably should have got a code word or something from.
You ever heard the term unreliable narrator?
What did he?
Can't
look
say I
like?
have, friend.
Finn,
Okay.
what did he look like?
I don't know. He looked. You ever meet? He just looked familiar. Like I met him, but I can't remember where I've met him.
Describe his voice to me.
Finn's gonna go.
There we go.
A little something like this. Well, howdy, stranger. I did. You know, he had that real like. It was a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Did you meet Foghorn Leghorn?
I tell you now, boy.
He had a little bit of a soft spoken, almost comforting in a weird way.
I think.
But he had some fur. There was some fur, like a wolf pelt or something.
It almost looked like what Clancy's wearing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
No.
up. Let me.
Okay, less like what Clancy's wearing
So
now.
it was Clancy.
So plaid.
Yeah, it was Clancy.
Clancy with a beard.
It's all
The
fucking
beard,
coming together. First she's
the
a
howdy
vampire,
doody,
now
all of it.
I say we
So-
burn her body
Out of
just to be safe.
That escalated really
Out of-
quick.
out of curiosity's sake, when we met Rudolph von Richten,
Mm-hmm.
was he wearing a coat like he described?
No.
No. And, he did
And this
talk in
individual
Western
looked
voice.
larger, younger, bigger.
And he had a tiger, not a wolf.
Well, I mean, we didn't know if he could transform because he wasn't an
Yeah.
elf. So, because that would be
Driving me
Rictavio.
nuts. So, out of character, can you even mention, is this someone we have met before?
You trying to fucking spoil shit?
Yeah, you trying
No,
to spoil
I'm just
shit.
curious, like if I'm supposed to be remembering something. I
It's
can't
just
think
called
of.
Chris can't figure it out, and so he's like, I can't Google this, so help me out, David.
I would imagine that we've met this man before, and I think I know who it is.
He had a slight beard, you know. That's about it.
Like, what's a kind of beard?
I said a slight
half,
beard.
just on the
I said,
right
s-
side.
I said
It's what I
slight,
can grow. It
bitches.
like doesn't fill in right here. That's a kind of
Me
beard,
too.
okay?
You're
Yeah,
a beard
look at
brother.
Yeah, almost like your mustache, but better.
Oh my!
How's that possible?
My God. It's high noon.
Wow.
It escalated quickly.
He had long hair, was kind of skinny, really liked vests.
Yeah.
You keep stroking your Ethiopian caterpillar there, Jeremy.
Anyway.
Okay, so we're staying put then.
He just said trust Knack and that they're gonna make a distraction, and I guess.
All right. Well, let's just.
Trust Knack. Knack,
Seems
have you
like a
been
very smart person.
Knack, have you been having conversations with people that we don't know about? I can tell by the look at your eyeballs. Yes, you have.
As he goes,
No.
Have you?
no.
Just an FYI. Try to respond to a message if it comes into your head sometime.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and pull Finn away real quick, and I'm gonna lean down to him, and I'm gonna be like, "So, so what did this fur look like? Was it thick or kind of fine?"
So Finn is gonna go. That's funny you mentioned that, because he's gonna kind of lean around and look at the tail and go, similar.
All right.
Of course.
Does he
that's where
like
you
bite
went
his
with
lower
it.
lip first or something?
The fact that you didn't think that's where this was going, I said fur, and I watched his eyes go.
It's another Minotaur.
Brothers.
Brother. Hey, brother.
He starts running out with his arms open.
Don't leave me, brother.
At last.
All right, so I guess we're gonna just hang out and kind of take a short rest. Is that what we're doing?
Everyone's looking for David for permission right now. They're like,
Yes.
Okay,
I
we're
guess
gonna
Jeremy said an hour, so we can reconvene in an hour.
we're gonna take a short rest. Here.
Alrighty. Go ahead. As you are not assaulted during this time.
oh, glad we were keeping watch.
Oh my. thing
Something
messed
is.
up. Oh, we didn't roll the dice. Sorry, I gotta do it again.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
And I also want to use Arcane Recovery. I just gotta figure out if I can use what level I can use it at.
Remember, you gotta roll your hit dice if you need help.
That a girl Mal coming in with them big numbers.
Yeah, I guess I'll use Arcane Recovery.
David, curious question real quick while you're tinkering. Where does it show you how many hit dice you have?
In your character sheet. No, that's a great question, even for people at home, right? So if you
Yeah.
have your character sheet open, and don't open Dagmar's because that's a terrible example because she doesn't have any right now. On the bottom right of your on the bottom on the top left of your sheet, do you see how there's like there's the HP bar, and to the right of it there's a little number?
Yeah.
That
So
is how
4 or
many
5,
hit die
okay.
you have. Mhm.
Sweet. Okay. I didn't know that. I needed to know that. I didn't know that. Thank you.
That's why you saw
Mhm.
Mal roll like a bunch of hers so she could get all topped off. I
Oh,
only rolled.
You
could
can
you
roll
could
more
do
than
that?
one?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
crap!
You can actually go back into that field without hitting short rest, so that you don't get 2 short rests, even though it doesn't technically matter for what we're doing. But yeah, you can go back in there and you can roll all of your dice, but you only get half your hit dice rounded down. I believe it's either down or up. I know
Yes,
there's
down.
one thing. There's one thing in D&D 5th edition that rounds up, and I don't remember what it is, and it bugs me right now. But most things are always rounded down.
This will be fine.
You get half of
Ooh!
them on a long rest back. So I only rolled 1 because I'm at 44 out of 45 hit points now. So
I
was like,
rolled 1 and
It's,
I'm at
it's not like that
49
1
of
HP's got to make a
55.
difference.
Curious if I should go ahead and roll the other one.
save it for late game.
Yep, I'm just gonna do it.
Ah, see,
There we go.
Damon coming in with a big brain knowledge.
I don't think my arcane recovery is up. I think it's still down.
Yeah, because you took a short rest after fighting the druid. Yeah, you guys have had a long day.
No. When I finish short rest, I can choose expended spell slots to recover. Combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard. Level rounded up. Okay.
Oh, it is rounded up. That's the
It
whole
is rounded.
conversation we just had.
Yeah.
It is rounded up. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Literally,
So I am gonna
the
get that
entire
level
thing we were
3
just
back.
talking about.
I am gonna get that level 3 arcane recovery up. What?
All right, Nick. We've been sitting here
All right.
bandaging up and resting.
During that hour, I was going to say, as you guys are sitting there, Laszlo appears once more to you guys. Are you here with... And you see him kind of like almost keel over with pain for a second. My brain, it is so hard to stay focused, to know who and when I am. I am Laszlo Ulrich. I am the Burgermeister of this town. Are you a Strahd?
We are not the Strahd. Oh,
We've had this conversation a couple times.
The answer's no. We are not.
Then you must save her. You must save her. You must... No, she's dead.
Yeah.
Why?
You killed her. You and the priest killed her, so Strahd couldn't have her.
We did. We saved her. We saved her, but then Strahd came. He destroyed it. He destroyed everything. What are you doing here?
We're here to kill the witch.
The witch.
A hag,
Witch.
specifically.
Liaga. Yes.
Yep.
She must be stopped. Whatever you do, stop her,
We're working
please.
on it. Do you have any way to help us?
Help. Yes, I can help. Knack, as you see him kind of starting to flicker out of existence, you hear a little voice in the back of your mind once more. Going, now would be a good time to reach out and control the spirit before you, Knack.
All right. I'm going to reach my staff out gently towards this man.
As he seems to flicker out, he's about to disappear once more. Make me an Arcana check with advantage. It's almost like you feel another force pulsing from your mind down into your shoulder, through your arm, up into your hand, pulsing into... Good thing for that advantage. See what I was saying about those crazy amounts of natural ones? Pulses into the staff, shooting forward, and there's suddenly this greenish light that becomes much brighter for a second and pulses into Laszlo. As his hue seems to change, his energy signature becomes greenish.
You Ghostbustered him.
You see the same glow of green beads where his eyes are. You see his spirit trying to fight against the binding.
Don't fight it. This is how you can help.
Same reaction, Clancy. Same reaction. Phrasing, Archer meme. As he just goes, and seems to just go very, very still. The minds are connecting to your snack goes impressive, though almost an utter failure. Work on your craft, wizard. Just ever so slightly, just kind of hushing into your mind. No. The assault shall commence. Have Laszlo here go ahead and find a way to go into this, to cancel all of this, to attack and distract. Meanwhile, I have brought my own agent to help you out. Are you ready?
I'm just gonna think in my mind. Yes, as ready as we'll ever be.
Good. Strike without mercy. The witch is ready for you. As you guys all ready yourselves up, Finn, you know it is going to be the time to cast your spell once more if you'd like. Also, Knack, how do you direct your newly encapsulated spirit?
Well, the voice suggested that I use him to counter the witch. I guess first I'll ask the spirit, like, what are you capable of? I know I've seen your shield spell.
The spirit just goes, I am yours. I will give my soul for you.
I appreciate the offer. Really what we need help with is, can you counter this hag's ability to fly? Can you drain the magic from the skull?
No, but I will keep her inside her hut until you arrive. Destroy the skull. She will not be able to fly.
That is a great plan, Laszlo. You get to work on that. We're right behind you.
Yes, my leech. And as he seems to just kind of float forward and streaks towards the hut, which you now realize is north of you guys. And in fact, it seems to be kind of like a town square where all of the cottages ended up. In between the mansion and the cottages, there's a little bit of an area deep within the swampy area. You figure it's going to be difficult terrain to get there. Finn, do you cast your spell? Pass without a trace, you already did. As all of you guys, go ahead and make me your stealth checks. Whoever has disadvantage has disadvantage, but don't forget you have that plus 10 from Finn's. From Chloe. You are blessed by Chloe.
Yeah, get it right.
$30 with disadvantage.
That did not.
Hey, V, that is cool.
Oh, you rolled the plus 10 into it. I was like, how is that even possible? I was like,
I rolled a 3.
His name is
and a
actually
90-20.
Vax.
I rolled a 16 and a 19, so with my modifier, it was a 30.
Couple quick questions. Hoyt, how long does your expeditious retreat last?
I don't have that spell ready.
Or what was it that you cast?
An
Longstrider?
hour.
An hour? Okay, so it is gone now. What other spells do you guys cast as you approach?
I guess I'm gonna cast Longstrider again.
Alright, go ahead and mark off the spell slot.
bring out old Kevy Kev.
Mage armor should still be active from the earlier fight.
Yep. No, I mean,
I'll
I want to
do
be mean,
divine
so that doesn't work anymore. Just kidding. I've been looking at some crazy DM fiats in the this week, and it's just insane. Like one of the funniest that I've seen is like, I speak Draconic. Is like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you understand what that dragon says.
Okay. So we'll bring old Kevy Kev out.
Alrighty, so as you guys are rushing forward, you see, going through the swamp there, off from somewhere hiding amongst the cottages, you just see these black and purplish beams, like lasers shooting through the sky, hitting the skull itself, as it's exploding outward into multiple pieces. Like you see skull fragments just flying into the air as you hear a scream from inside the hut. And Baba Yaga kind of like trying to jump into the skull. As she tries, suddenly you see this greenish ghostly visage of Laszlo appear as he suddenly has like this saber in hand and tries to strike at her. She's pushed back into the hut. You guys quickly go in there as more of these beams out of the darkness and the fog, they're just keep firing at the skull. You guys keep running
like
forward.
A war zone, boys.
We got AT-ATs here or something?
Yeah. Pew 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 pew.
If they're not
It's like
hitting anything, they're stormtroopers.
Every 8-year-old boy is just super excited about that. 8-year-old anyone, to be fair. And you guys find yourselves by the hut now. As you cutting through that, you see up ahead that Laszlo's kind of fighting with something inside of it. As we are going to roll initiative.
You ready for Nack's natural one?
The
Get ready
natural
for my
one.
0.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was worse.
Also, everybody go ahead and make me a perception check after you have rolled for your initiative.
Oh crap! Okay.
Oh, 19 and a 20. Holy shit!
There's my
on
below
a crack.
5.
I gotta refresh Foundry. It's like
Oh no!
Oh, it's just not working. I got you.
Hey, that's my only nat one. I've gone wood for the night. We're
I
good.
rolled that.
How
Yeah.
about- you should not
Kevin-
say that
Kevin
out
should not be
loud
wrong.
ever.
shit. I'm trying. There we go.
I'm like Colonel Clink from Hogan's Heroes. I see nothing. I know nothing.
Alrighty,
and
let's,
Nack's got a 4, like I thought.
all right. Let's see. I wanna see if I can't include this also here
perception.
for
You
the
gotta do a
stream so
perception
we can
check,
see
you
that.
said, right?
Yes.
I rolled a freaking 1.
A freaking one.
I rolled a 2.
I got a 22.
Ooh, baby. Damn, you're rolling hot tonight. Very nice. Alrighty, everybody, all good with the perception checks. What you guys notice is that these cages that are hanging some 20 feet above, the hut itself is built upon all of this weird gnarled black wood. The black wood looking very familiar to you guys, being very similar to not only the staff that you're holding, Knack, but also the tree that assaulted you. As you guys are rushing forward, you see the cages themselves are full of ravens. The meshing just small enough that they can't get out. You hear the cawing of just what looks like dozens and dozens of ravens that have been caught and are just slowly wasting away there. You see the floors of each of them have like these bird bones and decaying bodies of ravens at the bottom, as she very clearly keeps them there until they wither away and die. As you guys are rushing forward. All right, on initiative count 20, you see more of these beams coming from the east side.
Quick question: how did the skull look? Does it look
It looks
badly damaged?
it looks pretty damaged now. As the front kind of explodes outward, the teeth are completely shattered away. You think it's probably one more good hit away from being completely destroyed. As we start combat, Ganon, you're up first. Mind you, this is still difficult terrain, so you have to account for that. It's half movement, essentially. Every 1 foot of the swampy terrain will take you 2 feet to move. Also, climbing up this thing is going to be, essentially climbing speed is also halved, so keep that in mind.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna climb.
Alrighty.
Or move
so
forward.
You're dashing?
Yeah. How far am I away at this point? Oops.
Currently, you're approximately 30 feet from the
Yeah, so I can
bottom
only
of the...
move 15. Okay, yep, just moving forward.
Alright, sounds
Dashing.
good. If you dash, you start climbing up this thing. Do you mean to go to this side, or do you mean to go somewhere else?
That one has a cage on it, so I probably won't go to that side.
And again, it's just dozens and dozens of ravens that are desperately trying to get out.
Call, you can let them out.
I thought they're bad.
Ravens have been our friends so far.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that shit.
Yes, you would, because they fought
Yeah,
with
you
you
would.
guys
They fought with us.
against the druid.
Oh, I'm blinded by my horns. Forgive me.
They're cutting off the blood
Blinded
circulation
by
to your
the
head.
horns.
Yeah, I wasn't aware they pointed downward. That's kind of odd.
They must have slipped through the cracks.
They're just like right here. They're actually blinders.
Don't mind the placement of them.
Alright.
Yeah, so I guess if I can get to a cage and let out, I'll try. But if I have to dash up there, I don't know if I'll be able to have an action.
So you can make it to approximately right there, approximately right there as you rushing throughward. All right, Hoyt, it is your turn.
I'm gonna action dash with my movement, so that'll give me 30. Now it should put me right there.
But below, so you'll have to still actually climb up. So Ganon actually has started climbing,
Okay.
and that's like part of the process there.
Now what's
to put
this
you-
right here that I see?
That is the upside down skull. That is about 20 feet up, and it's
Okay.
just hovering at the front of the hut.
Okay.
Now, how much movement do you get with your expeditious retreat?
I get
You mean long
an
strider?
extra. Actually, I get an extra 10 feet, so
you
that
have-
would be 30.
So 70, you have 35. So you can, we'll say that you kind of like hop up. What's your strength score? Yeah, you hop up, and you kind of grab that thing as you're approximately now 10 feet up in the air, kind of like, and you kind of climb onto that, and those big old biceps just pull you up, and you swing around even with your heavy armor. Since you ignore the strength requirement for that anyway, you're now about 5 feet below that, but you had to dash to get there. Anything as a bonus action?
Let's just go ahead and pop that defensive field.
Alrighty.
That way, you find it. Features.
I started as far away as humanly possible.
Should have
Kevin's
rolled.
further.
So that should be 5 temp.
You're right.
All right,
It's all about perspective.
it's the safest possible spot, right? All right, as you guys see Hoyt and their Dunan, it is your turn.
Just action dash, I guess. That's it.
Alrighty, as you see the ghost up top starting to strike out at something inside. Ooh. Ooh. You hear something crying out with pain from inside. The inhuman cackle now replaced with a scream of pain. She goes, "You're going to pay for this. I will cleanse your soul every time it comes back, you fool." Alrighty. It is her turn.
Oh joy.
Oh
Heck, I think you're about to lose a pet.
boy.
It's just
He's not.
volunteer.
He's not attached. He's more of a voluntold, honestly, at this point.
As you watch this line of electricity extend outwards out of the thing, shooting directly out like an AT-AT would, you know, Laszlo is going to fail his save and takes a little bit of damage there.
Just a little bias.
Just a little bit.
Does she hit her own
It's the bug
skull?
zapper, right?
She
I
does
got-
not. It's hovering just below that. She can like step into it and then fly off. All right, Finn, it's your turn.
Is there a particular reason why everyone's heading for the same branch, or can I tell
No,
from...
we're going around because that's the front. That's the door.
Does the... Never mind. I can't ask that. Go ahead, Finn.
I was just trying to see, like,
Yeah, the door's over there.
does this one or this... Well, I know, but does this one or this one have, like, does it go to a balcony? What can I tell?
No, it is actually a singular hut that seems to be spreading around there. It is without windows. It is just a singular entrance at the front.
Okay.
What do you do?
Ooh.
There is, but verticality. That's the one thing on 5th edition that I wish would have. There would be like a better thing for it, right? Specifically that you could show, like there is a roof on top of this. This roof seems to be made out of just hatch, right? Or thatch, sorry, is what I meant to say.
Why did you
Hatch
get-
chili, you know.
I was trying not to move all the way up. I hit spacebar on accident. I was waiting for him to finish talking.
And so as you look at that, there certainly are possibilities. The hut itself is about 10-15-ish feet tall, and you could maybe climb on top or something like that. There is a little bit of a chimney that rises upward, but yeah.
Okay, and how tall? You may have answered this, but how much climbing would you have to do to get up to the front door?
Unless you have a
Way to
climbing
go.
speed, your speed is halved trying to move
Well,
up.
yeah, but I'm
it
saying
is
what's the distance?
20 feet. Each one of these stalks. Well, we'll just go like with the 3 increments that you have to climb up. So you'd have to use at least one full move to climb up one of those legs.
Okay. So then I will move right there.
Oh my god. I made a vow to not coach people anymore. And I'm sitting over here pulling my hair.
Okay.
Finish your turn.
And I'll bring Kevin up.
All right, anything is an action. I mean, Kevin wouldn't move until you're done, but
Right, no. So that's why.
Kevin can dash too. You just gotta tell him.
Yeah. No. Alright. In my turn.
The other thing you could do is obviously get yourself in better position, since you're a ranged fighter, yeah?
Yeah.
Moving to the
I'm
east.
trying not to. If I didn't want to move to the right and be bunched up, is kind of my thought process.
So another path you could potentially take there is heading maybe to right there-ish. It's still going to be a little bit bunched, but or hope that you can do it next turn.
Yeah, I'll hold off until next turn. I'm gonna do.
All right, do you hold your action
I'm
for
gonna-
anything?
I'm gonna have my crossbow readied, my hand crossbow readied at the pointing kind of at the top at the front door. And if she,
You
if
can't
she,
see it currently, just as an FYI. You cannot see it from where you are. Not only is
Oh,
it
so
20
if she-
feet up, but it's also kind of like blocked by your...
but if she were to step right there on the at the front door, would I be able to see her?
Sure.
I'm thinking if she tries to jump to the,
If you bend your shot around,
Like Beckham.
hence the positioning comments. You can just use the
All right.
arrows too.
We're overthinking it for you. What
there,
is that? What you want to do?
there, readied my action, pointing towards that area.
That's a little bit too far, but yeah, right there you can make it.
Yes.
All right. As you cutting through this, Knack, it is your turn.
Ooh, I get turn. All right.
I was gonna skip you, but then I was like, I better not.
I appreciate that. So it's already difficult terrain. What's double difficult terrain if I want to move directly east?
Oh, that one is going to essentially cost you 3 feet per 1 foot.
Okay, so no go. Okay. I was there. I don't like this. And then I would like to target the flying skull.
Thank you, Christmas.
with a firebolt.
All right, go ahead and make an attack for me.
Oh yeah, baby!
Holy
That is
shit
beautiful.
balls on a cracker.
Snack as you just take the staff, and there's kind of the green energy that pulses out of it and suddenly turns bright red as the fire congeals upon your staff for a second, shoots outward. It seems to just the fire actually pulses into the cracks and expands outward as suddenly the skull is destroyed. No more. Flying for the witch.
I'm gonna twirl my staff
Alrighty, well done.
That's it.
Nothing as a bonus, right? You could cast a leveled spell as a bonus action now.
I could if I had any bonus action spells to cast. At this moment, I do not.
Alright, no worries. That brings us to Mal.
Okay. Well, Skull's taken care of. But the other thing that's not taken care of is now that we're all bunched up in perfect fireball formation.
lightning bolt.
Yeah. So I'd like
Angle it
to,
just right.
We had to kill the skull,
Yeah, yeah.
or we die anyway.
That's the spirit.
Go team.
Yeah, let's move. Fuck it. Fine. See, I can move 30. Well, alright, I guess that's.
While
Shoot.
she's measuring, David, how high was the top of the roof from the ground?
From the very ground, like
30, 35
35 feet,
35.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Because I figured the hut would, you said we were 20 feet up, and then the hut would be more than 10. Because it would be a mansion then. It would be a hut.
And so with that movement of 30, I'm still gonna go ahead and. No, that's 10 feet. Sorry, I'm trying to measure everything out perfectly so I don't get anybody.
I like that
I'd
plan.
like to get out my wildfire spirit. And that's what I was gonna do. To try and
Your
destroy it,
wildfire
but
is fucking huge. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was trying to get it off of the screen, so and now I can't
That's
select.
what I'm talking about.
Oh god,
just right over there.
we'll just
that way
we'll
I'm
just
not
put it over here.
killing
There we go. It is
crows or
massive.
anything.
Ooh,
Perfect. Bigger than that, no.
I think your wildfire spirit's been on the juice.
Wow. As it is, there we go. That's what I was looking for this whole time. There we go. Bloop. How much? I ask this every week. How much light does it shed? I'm just gonna change the token this time. It's like at
It's
least
in one of the things.
it's like 2040. I want to say. Does one of you guys in chat know? Wildfire spirit. What is the light radius in that thing?
Should be
Looking
able
it
to
up
click
now.
On the wildfire spirit link, I think.
I'm trying to read quickly, so I'm not seeing it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there?
It's
Oh, it's
stat
a
block
race?
doesn't-
Where's the stat
doesn't
block?
think it says. I'm reading the stat block. It doesn't say.
Stat block doesn't-
Yeah, even the stat block doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it has
Well,
its
that's-
stats, but it doesn't say like.
If it sheds light.
Yeah, which it has to. It's fire.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to if he is not well written all the time.
Well, don't worry, guys. It has dark vision.
Yeah.
I can see it in the top. Oh my god.
Hence why it doesn't give off
Yep.
light.
It does not give off light. Interesting to learn.
There you go.
So,
And David,
Yeah.
for importance sake of not killing crows, yeah, thank you. Because it's 10
alrighty.
feet.
Mal, you reach out as the fire kind of like still smoldering. You actually pull it out of the skull and recombobulate it into this little spirit as it explodes outward. Alright, and I think it gets an attack. Plus, did you cast it up into the air? What's the distance that you can cast it at again?
30 feet. So that was 25 feet for me.
That'll give you another
So,
5 feet in
yeah,
the air.
if I can
still,
5 feet
Still
up.
not high enough to actually see into the hut, technically speaking, but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Then,
Unless, does it get to move on its turn? So many questions.
in combat, the spirit shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. The only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action. So
Which
since
means-
I moved and
Together.
summoned this turn,
You can't do it yet.
It's the exact same as Kevin.
That is the turn. Alrighty. The Raven's still going crazy. Initiative count 20 once more. Suddenly, you see this blackness that seems to be pushing out from the front of the house, just blocking everything for a second. And let me change that so it is actually negative light. As suddenly there's just this blackness that shoots actually into the house itself, and you see actual darkness seems to try to pull, push out of this house. Alrighty. Ganon, it's your turn.
So, I'm going to interpret that like everything just looks dark in there, basically, from the door.
It's like actual darkness pools out of this place and shoots forward like a weird inverted light.
Okay. Are the crows still above me and shit?
Yes, they are. Hoyt is a little bit in your way, but yes, they are.
Okay. Then I will, I guess, try and...
Thank you, Azar, by the way.
Is there any, like, just looking at the map, it looks like you climb up the legs, and then the house, there's no land to walk on. It's just the house on top of legs.
It is just the house. So you're basically like climbing to the edge there, trying to like climb along the planks and then into the house itself potentially. There's
Okay,
a little
no,
bit of a
like-
landing right in front of where you can, like the door frame. Yes.
Okay, so I'm basically climbing to the door frame, essentially. There's no, like, little, where I can, like, do the suck in the gut and kind of give me across the side.
Past Hoyt, so it would just be double difficult. So it'd be 3 feet expended for every 1 foot you move. So moving or into his square and then past that would be a total of 20. Well, plus the fact that it's difficult again. So 15 feet to move into the square that Hoyt currently occupies, but then you have to keep moving into that onto the side of the house. You can certainly kind of like try to like climb and get there. That would be another 10 feet of movement to get there. So 25 feet to get you there, and that is right there. Then you can try to dash into it.
I think I want to get as far forward as I can, but use my action to let out crows.
Alrighty, as you kind of like push past, it's like, excuse me, and Hodge is like, oh, trying to hold on to this blackened and gnarled looking wood. You look at that, and as you're currently hanging on to the edge, like trying to make a strike at that, go ahead and make me a great weapon attack, but with disadvantage.
Great weapon?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't have to be a great weapon attack, but as you attack the thing, it's going to be that with a disadvantage. Just a sword attack.
That's not horrible.
Alrighty, as you strike at it, you see it kind of break open a little bit. The thing swing back and forth, kind of getting indented. You see the crows desperately trying to get out of this like framed interior of the cage. It is so close to breaking, you can feel it. You have another
Alright,
attack
and I'll
because
turn
you're
to
level
Hoyt.
5?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I got 2. That's right. Let's do it.
Oh, there you go.
Even with a
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, that is a 20 to hit, my friends. And with that, the cage just drops. Hoyt, you're just kind of dodging out of the way. Actually, go ahead and make me a strength saving throw as you're trying to hold on to this thing as this thing comes crashing down and falls over.
It's gonna fucking clobber him. Oh, no, that's good.
Sorry, that was for Hoyt makes a strength saving throw.
Oh,
that's
oh, okay.
no.
Yeah, there you go. That's more like it.
Hoyt, you're just like
Can I
make me
use
an
mine to try and catch him?
not on this one.
Five.
Hoyt, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check to see if you land prone at the bottom there.
Heard the dice, but I don't see it.
No, that was me rolling how much fall damage he's going to take. It is only 3 points of bludgeoning damage, but you do land prone in the... He's just like, watch this! The cage comes on, you're like, you fucking... Land
No, as
on your
I
back.
fall, I'm gonna rip your fucking tail off.
But you guys unleashed one of the swarms of ravens out of its cage. Very well done. Alrighty, that brings us to Hoyt's prone ass turn.
5 feet to stand, or 10 feet to stand, or a half my fucking movement to stand up, you fucking wanna be.
So that's 18 and a half. So the way that I do it is the first turn, you only get 15 feet, and then the next turn you get 20 feet. You see what I'm saying? So it'll
How close is the closest cage to me?
now it
Yeah.
is 25 feet away and 30 feet up in the air ish. 20 feet up in.
Checking something.
Checking something.
So I can only move to roughly up under the door right there? Or right there?
If you dash.
Ugh.
He's got to go over the branch thing, right?
Because you only have technically 15 feet of movement left again. So it took you 20 feet this time to stand up, but you'll get 20 feet on your half move next turn. Anyway. So as you move forward, you only have 15 feet of movement, so you really can only move 5 feet.
I will dash and
So 20
use
feet.
the rest of my movement. So that will be 35. Because, because I've got 35
Sure.
for long strider. So
So you get it
I'll-
immediately this turn.
Yeah.
Right. And so you want like over there?
I want over there. Yes.
All right. This is when you know you start meshing with your group and you can just say, you want over there? And they go, yes, I want over there.
Yep.
And it's perfectly
Over
understood.
I want over yonder. Yonder's good. I'm done.
Alrighty, so the cage is dangling about 15, 20 feet above you there. You still have your
'Cause I
bonus
don't-
action?
Ooh, I can't bonus action do what I wanted to do.
In that case, Doonan, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I move there? Is that okay?
Still on the ground?
Yeah. Not climbing.
Okay, sounds good. Sure.
Is that okay? And then, now this is where my question. I want to tell you what I want to do, and you can tell me if I can do all this. I tried
Guys,
to Google it.
DMs watching right now, what Drake is doing right here is exactly what every player or every DM loves to hear. Like, this is what I would like to do. Can we do that? Thank you.
I think from what I've Googled, because I could not remember from the player handbook, it takes an action to light a torch. If you have a tinderbox, which you do, so it would take my action to light a torch because I can't fucking see anywhere.
What I'm okay with, essentially what it comes down to is technically you need 2 object interactions. You have to pull out your torch and pull out your tinderbox, but I think that's stupid. We can just make it an action. It's fine.
Okay, so I want to light a torch. And then what I want to do, and this is my question, is can I throw it on the roof of the hut?
Next turn, yes. So it does take
Okay,
your
that's
action.
what I
and
thought. I
object
thought it
interaction.
would take my action, so I didn't think I'd be able to throw it. But at the very least, now I'm pretty sure a darkness spell just got cast in there, which is why we can't see shit. But at least it'll give me some sight out here because I can't see anything.
All right. Is that what you would like to do?
Yes, sir. I'd like to go ahead and light a torch, and I've moved my full movement, so that'll be it.
Alrighty, awesome. As you, the torch goes up in your hand, and just like a, pitchfork wielding peasant of days gone by, you stand at the bottom, looking up at the witch, ready to burn her to a crisp. me get that set up. Meanwhile, Laszlo, of course, has to go next, so I can't just be like, what do you do? Well, I set all of this fancy stuff up. All right. Bloop. Bloop.
I mean, I'll go if you need.
No.
Yeah, that changes some things.
All right, as the light comes in, let me see something real quick.
Oh, Hoyt, you know what we forgot to do?
Hmm?
We didn't put on our shields.
Well, it takes an action to put on a shield.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He's saying you didn't do it.
We should have done it as we approached.
Well, I'll fucking do it this time.
All right, Laszlo
Okay, Mumbles.
swings and misses in there. Oh boy, she's about to be real mad.
She big mad.
I
got a song for her if it helps. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Mm-hmm. And that's precisely what she does. She's going to focus in on the darkness as you feel it kind of just melting away and falling away into these ribbons that just dissipate into absolute dust all around. Ah, you will pay for me. What is going on? As she's kind of looking at all of you guys. And suddenly, as she says a word, you suddenly hear the buzzing
I knew she was gonna do that shit again.
of more flies.
They hurt.
They can! Alrighty, she ends her turn there. The ravens are going to fly in. As they fly up and into the, you see dozens of them, kind of half of them missing their feathers, barely able to fly. The other half just like murderous intent in their little beady eyes as they fly upward and into that area, and start scratching away at good old Baba Yaga. That is a miss already. This swarm of wasps starts flying towards you, Dunan, is going to try to make its attack on you. Guess what I rolled? Guess what I rolled, Drake? Just guess.
Natural.
22.
Natural fucking 20.
Okay, well, okay. I was gonna say my armor is only 16 right now because I do not have my shield out. So I just updated my character sheet.
I got you. You take 16...
Oh, but you rolled natural 20.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. As you take 16 points of damage as all of these horseflies get like underneath every little crevice that you have, anything that you've exposed, all over your face, all of your hands, and just bite away at you as you try to fight them off. And they, in fact, take up your space. Finn, it is your turn.
Well, that makes me ask a question.
Don't shoot them for once.
Shoot
Well,
her! I'm just kidding.
The attempt is to light the hut on fire. Is that what your intention is?
Well, it was. But
You
I
see,
think
you see Dunan light a torch, look up at the thing, and suddenly all of these flies come
I'm
over.
getting swarmed.
What does
so
Finn
I don't
do?
even know if I'll be able to throw it. So I had two intentions, Chris. Just to tell you out of combat. One, as a human, I can't see, so I needed to light a torch so I could get some sight. But then two, if I could throw it on the hut and burn it and catch it on fire, hopefully she would come out. If we couldn't get up in
My
there.
plan was to ask David if I
Alright,
could shoot my.
What do you
temple
guys
rope.
do? You guys do not have this is combat. It's supposed to be snappy. Turns cannot take
Sorry.
20 minutes. This is what Finn sees, right? What do you do?
Right. If shoot, don't shoot. So I'm gonna aim at this one, and then I will take an attack with it, and then with sharpshooter.
Yeah, and decision paralysis is real, and do not feel bad as you shoot at it without sharpshooter. That is
No, I
a
said
hit.
with sharpshooter.
Oh, with sharpshooter?
Yes.
He did call it.
Still a hit.
20
Still standing.
bonus attack.
without sharpshooter.
Why do I always keep forgetting? They have resistance to this. Keep going.
Well, his weapon's a magical weapon.
Yeah, his magic.
Oh, that is
I've got
right.
repeating shot on there.
In that case, the second shot does it. As you shoot at them. And it's almost like the little magical charges of the arrows explode. Just enough for it to make sense that you can hit a swarm of flies.
And I'm assuming I can't attack the one on Drake, so on Doonan. I will move.
You can. The way that I'm going to rule this, because there's not a good rule set for it, is there's a chance that you hit Doonan. In fact, it's a 50-50 chance. So, not good odds. But there's 50% chance that you can hit the right thing.
Thinking of every smartass comment he's ever made to me right now.
I'm trying really hard to not backseat DM. Really trying hard not to coach, guys.
I didn't say shit. And he chose not to do the fucking primary objective as one of our only 2 ranged characters.
I will move up to here. Now, just to be clear, not just a blue
Chad
area.
is saying it. Chad is saying, do it.
Dude.
Well, just to be clear, a smart-ass comment. Don't take. You're taking longer than all of our turns combined. Either shoot me or move.
No, I was asking if all of this is swamp, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that right there. Then I'll end my turn and I'll move Kevin over to
No
here.
bonus action shot? Oh, because
No.
Kevin. That's right. Alrighty, I see the play. Alright, cool. That brings us to Knack. Knack attack.
Alright, I'm gonna move over yonder. Alright, ooh, he's near death. That's not good. Do I have any connection to Laszlo? Like, do I, other than ordering him, like, do I feel his presence or anything like that?
Nothing.
Okay. Then I'm going to move here, and I am going to hold action of hold person if she appears. Let me make sure I have the distance right on this. 60 feet. Okay, yeah. So if I see her,
It is also. Let me double
20
check
feet in
something
the
real
air.
quick.
Will that matter?
it's 60 feet total.
Oh no. Stupid
That's why
Pythagorean
I'm
math.
just chiming in because I don't want you to get overruled, and it get wasted.
Could
Alright,
I?
we've got 20 and 45, and that is 50 feet up in the air. You can target that.
Sweet. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold action if I see Baba Yaga on a hold person.
All right, sounds good. As you cast it forward, what does the magic look like?
Hold person is going to be basically, because it requires a straight piece of iron, it's going to be this like floating phantasmal just bolt, essentially, that is going to bolt a person's spirit to their place.
Awesome. Very cool. All right, Mal, it's your turn.
So the fire spirit, just to make sure that I understand, if I tell it to move, that's all it can do this turn?
No, I believe it can move and make an attack all in the same
It just
turn.
uses
And I think
my
it can move
bonus action.
20 feet. Correct.
Okay. So what I would like to do then is have my fire spirit move, I guess that technically 10 feet, 5 to Doonan, and then 5 down, so I'm within 5 feet of her, and have him do fiery teleportation.
Ooh, baby. All right, can you link that for us?
Oh,
I
big
cannot
brain
because
play.
it's not on the thing, but I
claps?
can read
Golf
it to you.
Go for it.
Big brain play,
okay.
Clance.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
So the spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet of it teleport up to 15 feet to unoccupied spaces you can see. Then each creature within 5 feet of that space that the spirit left must succeed on a dexterity saving throw against your stealth
Oh.
save DC or take 1d6.
Yeah, pulls me out of that
Okay.
fly trap.
So-
That's
Makes the save, so that's cool. Where do the spirit and Doonan end up?
So it has to be 15 feet, correct? So I probably can't get Doonan over to the ledge.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then I will try and at least get her. Shoot.
Perfect.
Around there? Alright.
Love it.
As the thing kind of goes forward, and it's actually this little fiery cat, kind of looking like what Mal had before. As it floats through the air, it just kind of lands upon your shoulder, dude, and as you're like, what the? As you see its eyes just kind of go wide as all of the flies are all about you. Go ahead and roll damage for that, Mel.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Big brain.
1d6 plus.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's big brain play.
1d6
Plus your proficiency
plus
bonus?
PB. Yeah, proficiency bonus.
So that should be plus
Yeah.
3, so 4, so that's 2 points of damage.
It got doing it out.
Mal, yeah.
Okay, now we can,
Yeah.
now we can
Like-
target it without targeting me. So I like that plan.
Mel.
And then, so that was my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So
Still have your movement too, don't forget.
I sure do. Is the hut moving at all? Like,
Currently,
this
it seems to
something
be
we have to worry about?
stationary. It seems to be kind of like you can see that there's this slight amount of sway, but it is not actively moving. It seems the fact that Laszlo went in there and just kind of set itself stationary into it. That's all you needed.
So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm reading the spell and it looks pretty cool, is Flaming Sphere.
Ooh.
Preferably casting it right on the wasps or whatever
Ooh.
flies.
Very nice.
Because I can
already.
move this thing. So it's not a waste of a spell.
Let me actually see something real quick because I think I have a thing for that. Thing, that makes sense, right? Where did it go? I got some cool animations for stuff a long time ago.
Yay.
Let's see. I don't know which one is which.
So
though.
far tonight, Clancy, you have the MVP for the big brain play. Holy mackerel! And then she
I-
incinerates us all.
All hail. All hail Mel. Okay, there
The
we
one
go.
of the fire planes opens.
And in walks Diablo. And
Yeah.
it's-
Alright, it is the turn that it appears. And 2 fire effects, same turn. That is pretty cool. No, that ends turn within 5 feet of the spheres. Make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6, blah, blah, blah. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the save throw against blah, blah, blah. Right, so it doesn't happen, but if it starts its turn, or no, ends its turn in there, it'll be 2d6 damage. Okay,
I just want to intimidate the flies.
it is
So.
pretty cool. It is pretty cool. All right, cool. Do you move, Matt, or do you say where you're at?
Yeah, I don't want to be right next to the flies.
Why? You can only move 15 feet. It's the outside
15.
zone.
Oh, thank you. I think I'm gonna stay out of range still for Baba Yaga, so... Or hopefully.
That's cute.
I know. A girl can dream, can't she?
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Right?
Don't go
No, it
chase
could be the
waterfall.
And apparent-
eternal dream.
Apparently there's a wall right there, so... But I'd like to... move, like, right over there. That'll be fine. Thank you. And I'll cower as a free action. No.
No, Cower Bag takes a full action.
Incoming.
Ask
I
Finn.
hope she doesn't cast a lightning bolt at dude in front of you.
It would probably be a bummer. Hopefully.
Mm. Alrighty.
All right, initiative count. So the Raven's still trapped seem to be above initiative count 20, and then on initiative count 20, let's tee this up, but I was just so excited about what you were doing. Let me see. Where you guys would have been with the sponsor. So the sponsor for the session is you guys. Thank you for watching.
You're welcome.
And thanks to viewers like you.
The sponsor for tonight is Ace ice packs. When you have a bulging disc in your back, they help.
Not actually sponsoring
Really
us.
push
No,
for Dr.
stop that.
Pepper sponsor.
Eat
Those
healthy,
of you that are
kids.
viewing, though, of the 11 viewers, we have five subscriptions.
That is awesome.
So
Thank you, everybody who is subscribed tonight, including people who may or may not be in the group. But everybody, thank you very much for that. As you see, two more of these black purplish streaks coming out of far from the east from where you're currently at, probably like some 100 or so feet away. Hitting, one of them misses the flies, the other one hitting, deal 10 points of force damage to them. All right, Gannon, it's your turn.
All right, so I think what I'm envisioning is I'm kind of just hanging there, right?
Yup.
Okay. I wasn't looking at the camera, so if you disagree, I didn't see it. So
Yes.
I want to look in. I want to peer over and look in the room, and like still hanging there, right? Kind of peer over and see it, like if I could see her.
Yes and no. Technically, you cannot. But that's part of the reason for all of the DMs watching. I like to have shared vision across the different players so that they can kind of see. If you're, you'll have to move, but it will not be difficult to rain. We'll say that way.
Okay. So
if you're trying to
use
poke
my
your head
movement.
out. Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my movement because I want to sit there and hang and not have my yes, exactly like that. And I want to be able to see her. I guess she's there.
So are you trying to like do a pull up to see her?
No, but
Yeah,
because
I
you're
guess
currently
that
kind of
makes
like there, and as you kind of like go to the side, you're like trying to look in.
Right. And then as I see her, I want to use my action to because I'm still hanging there. So my idea, DM, this is my idea.
Hit it.
Is to command her to come to the vision so Jeremy can do his thing.
Very interesting. Alrighty.
Combo.
So the command could be come, right? Because it has to be a singular approach. It just has to be a singular word, right? So go ahead and cast your spell, and I gotta look something up.
Good idea.
Cool, baby.
Incoming Jeremy's.
It's all down to a wisdom saving throw. So.
And she
Who
gonna
knows?
have a lots of it unless it's intelligence.
But the idea of me hanging there is that I wouldn't take her spot for her to like potentially approach me.
Yeah. So she could be standing out there on the ledge. But
And if-
she's a monster, so I don't know. She either has no wisdom or she's got like 50 wisdom.
Unless
And
she goes,
hell, yeah.
pulls-
Whole
unless she goes
person might not
72.
even work.
Oh
unless
yeah.
she goes pull Scar and then just kicks your hands off and you fall.
Sparta kick.
But I just imagine me hanging there, and then I just peek over. I'm like, hey, come here.
Just go. And as you kind of like roll back in there, you can kind of feel the energy pulse outward from you, and she just. Oh, I'll come when I'm ready to turn you inside out. You get the sense that a spell failed on her.
It's okay. I got four more of them, guys. So we got a ways to go with this.
Do you wanna roll back outside of the house or try to push into the house?
I got Hoy over there. Yeah, I don't think I want to be inside the house. No, I just want to go back to hiding.
Our fucking tank doesn't want to go in.
So
I don't
first
want
of
to
all,
go in
your
like without.
tank got knocked on his ass and is currently on the ground.
He's got fucking. He's
As you guys are probably trying to coordinate, it's like, oh, okay, Hoyt, you get the other cage. Okay, you do this. Okay, you're gonna cast command, so I can cast. Yeah. So with that, you kind of get back out. Anything is a bonus action. I don't think anything that is a bonus action that you can do not as a leveled spell. Yeah.
Exactly, but I did want to look at the. I know he's a ghost, but can I see the status of what?
Oh, like
our ghost
very
is?
hard. He's fading. He's fading. It's
Okay,
like your
alright.
boy at the end of the night in the club. Like he's kind of like barely holding his head up. Yeah. Like a couple too many vodka shots. That is Laszlo right now.
Okay, and then I'll yell that kind of out to them, and be like Laszlo's fading kind of deal. But I think my thought process in this is that if I don't want to be Laszlo. I don't want to be Laszlo. So that's my thought process. Okay.
Alrighty, that brings us to Hoyt.
So as he's peeking over the edge, I'm sure his horns are like up. So they can see. Anyways,
they kind of get caught there on the door frame.
yeah.
He's just like, guys, Laszlo's fading, guys.
Takes an action to put on my shield, right?
Yep.
And I can't do anything after that, right?
I mean, you can do stuff after that. It just depends what you want to do.
Well, what I strap on my shield, and I was going to get close to that cage, and I was going to try to break the cage open, or like look to see if there was a door or something on it to like open, because they had to be put in there somehow.
Yep. So you won't be able to do all of that in the same turn if you put on your shield. Even climbing up this thing, like trying to grasp onto that and climb on top of it, it's still going to take more move. Well, doing math, DM math.
The maths are important, kids.
Yeah, teach tonight. It's climbing up. Yeah, you'll have to use your movement to just get underneath it with a dash if you want to, but with the dash you could end up right there if you wanted to. But that would leave you shieldless.
No, we
what
got
do you want to do?
the shield. We got to have the shield.
Let's
I'll
have
just
the
move
shield.
my max. I'll move my max that I can up that side.
Okay.
Towards that cage. With
All
my
right,
shield on. Because 19 armor is better than 17.
I mean,
Not wrong.
when you make a dex saving for it's all relative, right? You need shield master is what I'm telling you.
That's right. Or
As you climb up
save and throw.
10 feet there, you're getting closer to where you have your shield on, but not close enough to quite hit it yet. Anything as a bonus action.
I'm good.
All right. Next, we've got Duna.
All right. I want to use my action to attempt to throw the torch onto the roof of the hut.
Now, despite living in this very dreary medieval environment currently and having hail from your Dune, you're not necessarily proficient in torch throw, so go ahead and make me just a dex check.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, and he's on fire.
He's on fire! This is not
throw the
NBA
torch, and as I go to throw the torch, I light my own backpack on fire, and it slips out of my hand and falls 1 feet in front of me, and I just start trying to put myself out.
Yeah, and that'll be
Is that
part of
about
the same. Burning will be like, damn it! And the torch goes out.
Let this be a PSA, children. When you are on fire, you stop, drop, and roll.
Mm-hmm. But never go prone in a fight.
Yeah,
Today's
never
sponsor
prone
is.
fire.
Is it pitch black outside, by the
Education.
way?
The Department of Education. Sorry,
Is it-
alright, so
is
you
it
have a
pitch-
bonus? What would you like to do?
Is it pitch black?
I mean, it is.
Outside,
Can you see something?
I can, but I didn't know if I really can.
You really can, just because it is technically still like
I didn't know if there's moonlight, if there is some light. Okay. Well, I don't think it's a good idea for all of us to be trying to climb and get up into that small little box, but fuck. I wanted to throw the torch.
You technically did.
Is the torch still lit? Did it land on something to stay lit?
it landed in the
Beat her
swamp, that
down.
natural one.
All right, I'll just go to the base of the thingamabobber. So that's 20 feet, and then, technically, I guess I could move here to be at the base of the ladder. Is that correct?
I mean, there's no ladder.
Oh, okay, there's no
There's
ladder.
no
So-
ladder.
Okay, well then, just so I'm not in Hoyt's way, I'll move the last of my movement to just be at the base of the thingy.
Well, you're at the base, right? So Hoyt would actually 20 feet above you in his way. So that's
Oh,
where
okay.
verticality comes
Well-
in. You're on the ground.
So if it's here, I'm basically right here. When I'm at the base of the door, just 20 feet down, in the hope that when
Correct.
she fires some shit out, she won't have line of sight on me.
That's a good hope.
Unless she just crashes it into the earth right in front of me. You know, it's an AoE.
Yeah, she just cast it on herself and said that's okay. Alrighty, that brings us to Laszlo's turn. Natural 19, my boy. Alrighty, as he strikes out at her, doing some good amount of damage on her, and just hear him say, "You might be the monster that controls Barovia, but your reign will end." And he just rips out.
What?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
As-
then
It is her turn.
Fucking Mari came out in this and was like, well, guess what?
you are not the father.
Oh man, this could be bad, but very good for her.
Why can't you choose something that's good for us?
Bet you won't.
That's
It's
how
like
he
it's
don't-
in the DMG. There's a section. It's kind of hidden. You have to actually get a physical book and you have to cut into the back thing, and it's just like when you open that panel that is in the back cover of it, it's just like. And don't forget, always be a dick to your players. It's crazy. You've not figured that out.
It's like,
just
don't forget, you're playing too.
No, I like revealed so much better than killing players. It can be fun, but reveals are better. Oh boy, yeah, there's no way she wouldn't cast that. That makes the most sense.
What you got, baby mama?
You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it.
I never like it.
Sure.
Is it Sunday night? Is Dunan dead yet? Nope, it's not. It's not D&D then.
She about to fireball that fucking room.
No.
No, she ain't gonna fireball the room. She gonna fireball right out there.
So hard.
She reaches out, and as she, you see all of this fetid gas of the swamp
Oh
push
no!
and kind of gathers into what looks like this 20-foot radius of sphere there. As all this killing gas gathers upward, she cast Cloud Kill, baby.
Yep.
Now, Knack, yeah, there ain't shit you can't do about that one. Now, this effect is technically 20 feet up in the air. So, but my math. Why can't the cloud hug for once? Yeah. All right. Let me see. Ganon, you're definitely last. Let me be affected by this. But that brings a key
Crows?
question.
Would the crows be affected too?
They would. She's not gonna cast that. She wouldn't cast that. And the main reason is she wants to get rid of Laszlo. She knows what Laszlo is, and she's not gonna cast that. You guys get so fucking lucky with that one. Potential.
I was only 10 feet up in the air, so I don't think I'd been in
I
it.
couldn't agree with Izar more. That should be Cloud Hug spell. Everyone
Cloud
just
hug
wanna
spell.
embrace.
Yeah.
It just fucking like your mom standing right in front of you. Just
Oh, it is
come
like
here,
a-
sweetie.
It's like a
Okay,
hug
she's
on
gonna
your
step
lungs.
over there.
No.
Now that is too far away, I believe. Let me do the crazy math again.
Yeah.
No, technically not. 58.52 hypotenuse. You would have a little bit of sight on her as she steps around the corner there. The crows get an attack of opportunity. It's going to happen first. Beak attack. That is actually a hit on her. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, that is 7 points of damage on her. As your whole person triggers, go ahead and cast it.
Well, hey, this is the best part because otherwise the spell would have been wasted. If she hadn't
Yeah,
moved.
audio is kind of scuffed on just your mic, David.
My mic? Scuffed in what way?
Yeah. Choppy.
Crackling.
Oh, sorry about that. I have an idea. Let me try this.
Almost sounds like lag.
Hopefully, is this a little bit better?
It is.
All right, awesome. Hopefully that'll fix it all. I'm trying to have something so you guys can't hear me clicking all the time, but I think it suppresses me because it's like, whoa, you gotta calm the f down, my man. All right, so go ahead and cast your.
Do I have to announce inspiration before?
Inspiration doesn't affect opposing rolls, only your own. That's lucky. You're
Oh,
thinking.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, this isn't a shot. This is a save.
Mhm.
My bad.
Hit me with your best shot. Whole person, no way. Hey. Alrighty, let's
And it'll
see.
just be this phantasmal bolt flying towards her.
And as the bolt flies towards her hands, and is about to get itself around her, what is that called? I want to call them ankles. I don't know they're not ankles. What are they called? Wrists.
Wrist?
My German moment
Your
for the
arm
week.
ankles.
Your arm ankles. As it is potentially attaching itself, and she tries to hold back against it. That's where we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I know I need it. You guys probably need it too.
I need it.
We will be right back. 5-10 minutes. See you guys very, very shortly. we are back. Welcome back, everybody. As I am being roasted for my singing ability, very rightfully so, I am not a very good singer. I got cursed. I don't know about you guys. I got cursed. I've got an ear, so I can tell that I'm not singing well, but my voice is just like, ah! It's pretty much death yodeling left and right.
Nice JJ Fish, no problem.
Exactly.
It's
Alrighty.
weird because in my ears, it sounds like an angel.
So you don't have an ear. So as Knack, you're just like sweating bullets. There's that fetid kind of swampy water all about you. You're just waiting. Barely on the edge of the vision, you see the top of the head of this gnarled old woman step into view, and you just go, flush! As you cast forward this little, as it flies forward, seems to bind itself around her hand as she's about to cast a spell. So distracted by what happened, despite a phenomenal bonus, she is held. Boom! Very, very nice. As the hold spell indeed takes hold. Alrighty, so that takes the rest of her turn, and she wasted her action doing absolutely nothing. The ravens fly around, and I believe for hold person. Paralyzed, so any hit that is a hit is an automatic crit, and hits have advantage on that attack. Alrighty, the beaks try to go in. With advantage, that is going to be a hit. Automatic crit. Ooh, that is so much damage. Ooh, very nice. Alrighty. Starts to go in. Alright, the wasps are not starting their turn there. And I'm going directly for you, Knack. As they're going to try to make their bite attack upon you. That is a miss. You see all of them just repelled by the magical force of your armor. Alrighty. That brings us to Finn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Alright, so, well, it doesn't really matter, but your Pass Without a Trace drops off.
Right. So I will cast Zephyr Strike. I will obviously use the movement to roll damage. Didn't mean for it to do that. And I'm going to move here.
Just to the left
because of your
Knack.
little comment. Just because your little comment.
One
And
little
it
comment.
shows vision on my screen over about her head being visible. So, and that was a bonus action. I will move Kevin. Never mind. So I will attack Baba Yaga.
Alright, interesting. Go for it.
And that's what now you're counting the ravens and the ghost as allies, so I'd get pack tactics or
Yes.
okay.
You have advantage anyway
With
because she's
sharpshooter.
paralyzed.
Okay, yeah, true. With sharpshooter.
Go for it. Alrighty, that is a hit.
15. And you said it's
Very
guaranteed crits, right?
Yes, it is. So go ahead and it's maxed out. The 6s should already be maxed out. So that is an 21 points of damage. Very nice.
And then I will use extra attack. With sharpshooter.
Alrighty, that is a miss. As you shoot off, the second one hits some wood and dissipates.
Okay. And that will end my turn.
Nothing. Oh yeah, that's
all I
right.
can do.
Zephyr Strike.
I use my yeah. Oh, I did.
So the Zephyr Strike would have been added. So that would have
Yeah,
been.
I forgot to
Roll
add
me
Zephyr
another
Strike.
D8. Alrighty, count it in. Alright, Knack, it is your turn. You're currently concentrating on the hold spell. As you feel her essence struggling against it, what do you do? The flies in your face.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a big problem. I'm trying to see because I think most everything I have is range spell right now. Yeah,
Mal, you're in the
everything I
wings.
have.
I mean, Mind Sliver is not, like, it doesn't require you to do anything.
Can't you firebolt?
I mean, that would be with disadvantage.
When I have disadvantage? Yeah.
But he has advantage on her because she's paralyzed, so wouldn't it be a flat roll?
Mind Sliver would work. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because that's a saving throw. Sorry, that's
Well,
the one I didn't see.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Drake?
I was just saying that she's paralyzed, and it's a ranged attack, which means it's an advantage. But you have something within close to you, so it'd be a disadvantage. So it'd be a flat roll.
Flat roll?
Technically. Right? Am I crazy?
Against her? Yeah.
Or against Baba Yaga?
Yeah.
Because he has advantage because she's paralyzed, but he has disadvantage because of the buzzy buzzy.
He's not attacking the things in front of him, so he's not at disadvantage.
Doesn't matter.
No, that's not how it works.
It's within.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so,
So it'd be flat.
3 is better than 1, so, we're gonna try to attack Baba Yaga with Scorching Ray.
By the way, I just double-checked the Flaming Sphere actually does emit a light. Alrighty, as you just...
I did not click. Yeah, it's flat.
Put that together. Let me double-check one more thing on Paralyzed really quick. I want to make sure that whether it is only...
Melee.
Melee, that's a good point.
I'm sure it is.
I actually don't know.
Outputting. There we go.
No, I failed a dex saving throw on that fireball automatically because I was paralyzed.
An attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of that creature. So Finn, your crit actually goes back. If I remember that right.
15 damage then. 15 plus Zephyr. 18, I think. Is that what it was?
So that is, but beside the point, that is still a hit as you strike her with it. That did not. Come on. There we go. As you try to bend it around the flies, past Ganon and into the room. Well, you actually hold up. You don't have Spell Sniper, but that would still be a hit even without it. The second strike is a miss. Hold up. Scorching... Oh, it's Scorching Ray. That is right. God damn, that's awesome. The second one is a miss. Last strike. I was thinking Firebolt for some reason. It got stuck in my brain. Ah, man. Almost would have been worth it maybe doing that move away from the flies, but concentration may have faded. Alrighty, awesome. Do you move? Do you stay where you're at?
Stay where I'm at.
Alright, Mel, it is your turn.
Okay. Man, I feel like this fire sphere was sort of a waste, except it gives us light at least. So first thing, the most important thing, is moving my little flame creature 5 feet and then another 5 feet up. So I can,
I think you mean 10 feet and 5 feet up.
Yes, thank you.
You want
10
it to be
feet, 5
above
feet
me,
up.
right?
Yep. Thank Math. I can do that. What was that about being sponsored by education?
I mean,
need
it
it?
just means we need it just as much as everybody else, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we all need it.
Yeah. So, I'd like to do that nice handy dandy teleporting again, if I'm allowed.
See, chat, chime in if you guys want to. We looked at it again. There's nothing that seems to say that the spirit can only teleport once. If you guys can clarify, I'll give you guys 5 seconds while we talk about our sponsor. That's right, we still need one. Alrighty, since
Dry roasted peanuts.
Get out of here with those dry roasted peanuts. As you,
Our sponsor is Cheez-Its. If you don't
no,
have
they're
them,
not.
get 'em.
They might not want to support
And
us. You guys got to
D-Peppy.
think about that. Absolutely not. Sorry. Who is that, Coca-Cola or is that Pepsi? I don't even remember who actually makes those.
Get
How
that
dare
shit
you.
out of here.
For
How
now, I'm going to
dare
rule
you.
it that you can do the teleportation. So, Mal, go ahead and walk us through the steps here.
That I can or can't, sorry.
I said
Can't
that
hear.
you can. Correct.
Okay. Well,
It is. And
Um,
Izara, you're right. Like, it doesn't say that it can only be used once. So,
yeah.
yeah,
Everything
exactly.
has an action. Yeah. Okay. So, they can then teleport 15 feet to an unoccupied space. So with that 5 feet up, that should technically get them above, at least to the ledge of the hut, right?
Yep, as you
I'm not
teleport
looking at the camera.
upwards. Dunan, go ahead and make me a dexterity check. Alrighty, you are barely, and I mean barely, able to like grab onto the side as the fire goes outward. And as that happens, I do need Ganon and Laszlo to make me dex saving throws.
What? Sorry, I thought it was.
Or where did you?
Is it not
aim
possible
it
to
at?
also get Ganon?
Maybe she was going to try to take the end too.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my
Oh,
fault.
my
not
bad.
making that
My
clear.
bad. So you moved. Let me double check again. How much
So I
can it move on
moved
its turn? 20 feet. Yep.
20 feet. Yep.
No, 30 feet. Hover. Will fly. As it moves that way, and then you had it move. Well, I thought it moved 10 feet up, right?
So 10, and
Okay.
then 5.
Ganon is 15 feet up. I mean, 20 feet up.
Ganon-
Sorry.
Okay, so it would be too
Ganon
far.
and I are
with
too
Ganon,
far
so-
apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Ganon is already
Um,
up there at the very least.
Okay. So sorry.
Ganon, go ahead and make me
Sorry,
that dex
Ganon.
saving throw, and Mel, go ahead and roll me that 1d6 plus your proficiency bonus.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh, both of them fail.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Just roll a 1. You're good at it.
Oh, wait, that's it.
Way too soon for that one.
Oh.
That was just brutal. Disadvantage and everything, Drake. Alrighty. Both of you guys take 7 points of fire damage, but reduce for Laszlo because he is a ghost and he is clinging to the edge there. Alright, Mel. The fire shoots. The spirit is just hovering above Dunan there. Dunan, you find yourself right at the entrance to the hut. What do you do with your action now that you've used your bonus?
So, just to make sure, because I used that bonus action, I cannot move the sphere because that requires another bonus action.
Correct. Yep.
However, I can still cast a spell as long as it's not a concentration-based spell. Right?
Correct. Mhm.
Because the flaming sphere is concentration. Okay.
Let me actually mark that
So-
off. That is a good call out.
She are smart.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying so hard to study up for this fight. I'm gonna try and take care of the wasp before it breaks concentration of our dear friend. So, I'd like to scorching ray those
Ooh,
bugs.
Big. Alrighty, go for it.
So,
Going for the overkill. I like it.
I'm not
Alright.
doing anything.
First shot. They move around it. No hit. You get 2 more attacks.
Okay,
So
second
just click on it again. Don't consume the spell slot. Second attack.
Oh, thank
2 points of fire damage. They're still standing.
God. Ones. Just had to.
just so that Drake could go nana nana nana. 3
Yeah.
points of fire damage. Still standing. As you just like
Another 1.
God.
it's just like you focus so much on the math with the teleportation up where you're like, I got you doing it, alright, I got you too, Neck. And you just try to throw them up there. And it's
You
just
need to
mostly
get a
just like
natural
great
1
shots.
tattooed on your arm.
Oh
my
God, I really do.
Alrighty, cool. Do you move or do you stay where you're at?
Yeah, I'm gonna move, considering what she could have done last time. I'm sorry, that's meta, but I'm too scared. Yeah, we're gonna. No, wait,
Oh.
still marshy ground.
We'll kill her before her turn comes in.
God, I hope so. We're gonna move just a little bit out of the way. So. Still can't move, but yeah, right there.
Alrighty. Well, that is outside of the honestly
Okay.
the area.
Then.
Sorry.
Nope, it's fine. I'm just trying to avoid area effect spells, but if you don't want me to,
I
that's
mean,
okay.
so, did not mean to
played
indicate
this
that.
Can
That just-
Clancy
that just
kill two
happened.
characters in 2 games? Let's find out.
You can move 15 feet. Don't forget.
Yeah. So, I guess right there.
Alrighty, that brings us to the swarm of ravens that is still caught inside of the cage. I was just going to reveal that. Initiative count 20. 2 more attacks come in against those things from somewhere east of you, Mel. 2 more of these weird black and orange lasers. and they both miss. Trying to hit it. Ganon, it's your turn.
All right. I know got Duna next to me, so I want to. Plan is I want to get inside. I want to peer inside and see if, again, and see if there's anything that could potentially stop me from getting inside, because I didn't know it was in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
But my plan is to get inside and smack her. Sorry, attack the opposing. I don't know.
Okay,
what
so
you
you'll
should
have to
do.
move 20,
Oh, sweet Jesus.
25 feet to get to right there.
Yeah, cool.
You should get inside the ghost.
Yeah. I thought I would roll through him to the middle.
It's like the movie, you know? Suddenly there's a clay forming station that just kind of like appears there. Mm-hmm. All right, don't forget. So with your attacks, you do have advantage on the attacks.
Right. So be hitting alt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna do regular attacks.
Go for it. All right. First one is a hit.
Okay.
Anything fancy? Pinky ups?
Yeah. So on the hit, and that's a crit, yeah?
Automatic crit, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what you rolled plus a 12, so that is a total of 25.
Let's go ahead and do this smite thing.
All right, go ahead.
Bye-bye, Baba Yaga.
Should be in your spellbook under smite. I think I added it. Yeah, divine smite. If you just want to click on that.
Searing smite? Oh, there.
No, it's not searing smite. Just normal smite.
Yeah, no, this.
Yes.
Alrighty, very cool.
If it's since it's a crit, does it get all of that too?
No, so roll me. Oh, okay, so you don't hold shift. She is not what you think it is.
That time.
Weird. Okay, so roll me 4d8. Roll me one more d8. Because
Okay.
it was a second level spell slot. That's why. Roll me three more d8. 3 more d8.
Uh-huh. I told you she's gone. Tom is going to end this right now.
As you strike down on her,
She's over.
what does it look like, Ganon, with your smite, by the way?
With my smite, since it's like attached to my weapon, I feel like it kind of like glows from my chest and it kind of burns a little bit. And I do one of those little eye things. I'm like, oh god. It kind of burns and then it radiates through my arm and then goes up to my sword and I just strike it down.
You strike across her as she's trying desperately to struggle against the spell, trying to get you. She's not dead.
Okay. I mean, I have a lot more, so. So that was a critical hit. Let's see. I have Savage Strikes, so that's one thing. Savage Attacks. Roll me another.
Yeah, roll me another. What is it?
1d6.
Another one more
great
1d6.
weapon, right?
It's 2d6.
No.
Yeah,
it's 1d6. So if you look at Savage Attacker, that's one thing that is kind of sucky about playing a half orc. You only add one more die of the dice that you roll. So having a great axe is better because you roll a d12. But on the flip side, when you roll high, you just roll high, right? Still alive.
Okay, and then there's something else that I could do when I hit.
Just hit her again.
Yeah, I know.
You crit, so I think because of Great Weapon Master, you get a third attack. Is that what you're looking at?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's because I get a third attack.
I think that is how it works,
crit.
but I think it's when you zero a creature and on a crit. Let me double check on that one.
Yep. About to say you're going to kill her in the next swing anyway.
It's Relentless Endurance, right? No, that's not.
On your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with one, you can make a melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
Here, I'll link it for you.
So is that just a normal attack?
Yes. No. Those are all with advantage because Knack MVP'd that.
You get 2 more attacks.
Yeah, just hit her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a mute point.
Over with.
That is a hit.
Divine Smite for 1 billion damage. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Roll me one more
Jeez.
d6.
I was about to say that's crit, so
Actually, roll me
Yeah.
roll me 2 more d6 after that. 3 more d6 after that. Shit.
That's 2. And then
Yeah,
how many
one
more
more.
d6s?
1 more. And then do you divine smite or no?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll.
This doesn't feel right.
She
He's
better
way
be
too fucking
DEAD.
calm. Am I the only one noticing how calm David looks?
my heart's pitter pattering in my chest. I'll just say that.
Alrighty. As you just like
She's not dead.
cut across her the first time, there's still that energy that kind of lingers, can almost look like a sword made out of light. And you strike down. Ganon, how do you want to do this?
Oh, no way! So I go back up through the ring, attack again. Actually, after the first one, I'm like, okay. And so then I come back through with the normal attack, and I think because she's paralyzed, I'm just gonna try and like cross her in between the eyes.
All right, as you just kind of, and you're about to strike down, you're like, you flick it up, catch it, and as you just go slowly and kind of maintain eye contact with her, her eyes barely are able to lock with yours as you just feel the sword kind of piercing through her skull, piercing through her brain, as she starts to burn, her entire body collapses down.
Okay, is there still a body?
There's still a body.
Okay, I want to attack the body.
As you strike into the body, you cleave it in half, but she is dead.
Okay, I made
Just making sure.
Double tap, baby.
As you guys are easily able, or actually, as she dies, the flies all dissipate and kind of like return back towards the rest of the swamp. As a little voice in the back of your mind, Nat, goes, "Now that was well done. Good. Collect your spoils, then speak to my man. He shall approach when you are ready."
Alright.
So I'll
Does
take it.
Finn notice that he's having like a moment where he's hearing a voice? Does he look puzzled?
Knack, are you trying to keep it concealed?
This is all you see is
Okay.
there's no outward expression. So if you wouldn't, I mean, if you were like watching me close, you'd see that every once in a while, I just like when that voice talks, I stand stock still, and my eyes are kind of darting,
Right.
but
I
nothing
didn't
like
know-
weird.
It's not like motherfucker has a notepad. Like,
All right. Inside now, you see Laszlo just kind of fly back outside and look towards you, Knack, and go, "My service has ended. Release me, please." What do you
You
do?
have served well, and I release them from service.
Alrighty. As you kind of wave
Nah, I need
his
some shit from
hands.
Kroger.
I want to pull myself up off the ledge.
Right, and you kind of step into that. Now, what you guys see
I
inside
want
is
to go around.
this hut is about 15 feet on a side and packed with old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, a wooden table, a stool, a barrel-topped wooden chest reinforced with brass bands, and an iron tub stained with blood. In the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a small, angelic child sitting in it. All the furnishing except the crib are bolted to the floor. Beneath the crib, you see a green light seep through the cracks. And you see this little boy, black of hair, just maybe 4 or so years old. Dunan, as you step inside, your heart kind of stops for a second. But then as you look at it, this is not your boy. Who is this boy? And you see him just kind of go, "Mama?" And looks at Baba Yaga's body. "Mama?" and then his eyes go upward towards yours. There's just like this deep brown, almost black eyes that look directly into yours, dude, and just goes, "Why did you kill my mama? Why?"
Well, she was evil. And she made some bad mistakes, but she's in a better place now.
And as you say that, the clouds start to roil above you. Lightning starts to strike from cloud cover to cloud cover.
Now you have two
Dunan,
mamas.
go ahead and make me a history check. As of course I have
Yeah, but-
also some kitty aggro there, even though I tried to.
I was about to say, I saw him just a second
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, I feel like the son of Satan's here.
There's something about that visage, something about that black hair, something about those eyes.
What's your name, little boy?
He just looks up at you. My name is Strahd. What is yours?
Our names don't really matter. So this was your mama?
Yes. Mama.
I'm gonna like touch him. Is he real?
And as you step forward and have your index finger touch his forehead, it passes right through. And as you do, it kind of shimmers for a second and seems to reset. And as it resets, it's actually just a little swaddled babe in the crib. And the crib, just ever so slightly, illusory as it is, rocks back and forth. Back and forth.
So it's an
Yeah.
illusion?
Mm-hmm.
Was I standing in it the whole time?
As you killed the illusion's mama, yes.
You kind of
Yeah.
step to the side there, you're just like, oh, sorry about that.
Is this kind of like the Hitler conundrum?
Yes, but we can't actually kill this thing.
We can't kill it? No? Okay.
No.
Well,
But
I haven't
I have-
had other attacks.
No, it's more like the Jeremy's. It's Jeremy's actual conundrum.
I think we. I've got a little idea that I think will be right up your alley. The way you like to get down, I think. So if I remember correctly from Baba Yaga, she had really long hair that was like coming down, right? I'm trying to remember the picture.
Oh, Baba Yaga,
that
does she
right?
have long hair? Yeah.
Is there anything on Baba Yaga that is extremely identifying?
On her? Make
Yeah,
me
on
an
a person.
investigation check.
It doesn't have to be a value, but just something that you would know is hers.
She does have a not intimidation, investigation. I mean, that was still a natural
thank
too.
Jesus.
So that's still a natural too. The only thing that you really look at her is like she has an interesting looking staff, at the end of which she actually has a little bit of a candle melted on the top of a skull, and the skull is just attached with all of these weird leather looking straps that also have been wax sealed to the staff itself.
Okay, so we got another a 12th staff for that. Cool. Okay,
This is turning into Dragon Age.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
would be double wielding staffs.
Easy there, fucking Gandalf. You just you're out.
So here's what I think you should
Take
do.
her head back to town. Brrr.
Gannon, why don't you take your sword and do two things? One, let's cut her head off. I think it would be a nice trophy to bring back to town. But then two, I think you should cut her hair off, scalp her almost, braid it, and have it as an adornment that comes off the pommel of your greatsword. So when you finally meet Strahd, you can tell him you have his mother's hair hanging from the sword that you used to kill her.
Creepy but effective.
AKA had a piss off Strahd
I
101.
can bend the head back together so she's.
What do you think of that, Gannon?
We could
There's a
rebuild her.
whole conversation about whether corpses count as objects. Don't make me get into that.
So,
Alright, get-
yeah. So you want me to do this in thirds? Would you prefer quarters? I mean, because I can cut her legs off too. If you want
No,
that.
no. We don't need all of them. Just
Okay. She's already in
cut-
half.
cut the head off, cut the hair off, and we'll figure out a way to braid it and make something that'll hang from your weapon, as a decoration. So that
And just
when
for
you
the
get
record,
shot-
people pretend that DMs are the BBEGs. Oh no. Oh no, folks. You people watching at
Well,
home,
you've
look
never
at
seen,
look
you've
at
never seen
Drake.
anybody. You've never seen anybody Phil dress a hag before? Is that what you're getting at?
While all this is going on the
Oh,
inside, can I go around the outside releasing the ravens from the cages?
I was
Easily
gonna
enough.
do the same thing. I just didn't want to interrupt.
So are you good with all that, Gannon?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and take. I'm not good at scalping. I'll be honest with you.
I'll scalp her then.
Oh, okay. Well, I would appreciate it. You know what? Let me get the head for you real quick.
Okay.
We'll just skip over that part as you guys go to work.
So we've got the head, we've got the hair. All right, Gannon, will you help me as I look around? Well, obviously take the staff to Knack, but is there anything else let's look in the chest and look, let's turn this place upside down and see if there's anything else. Will you help me look? Cough,
Yes,
cough.
yeah.
I'll do the investigation. You roll to see if you can give me advantage.
Yeah, I'll do the help thing. But David, I did want to ask: does the hag look familiar to me in any way?
Make me an investigation check.
I'm kind of writing my own backstory here.
As we go.
No. I mean,
Effort, boys.
there's a lot of stuff about backstory that has to do with particular things. So
Stuff and
Particular
things.
thing.
yeah, stuff and thing.
Things and stuff.
Stuff and things.
While they're
Things and
doing
stuff.
that, I want to cast Detect Magic
Alrighty.
as a ritual.
Alrighty.
I'm literally going to be throwing the shit out of here. Like, oh, there's nothing in this, and then I'm going to throw it out of the thing. So nothing will be left. We're going to empty this thing.
I glance over. And
It
catch
is
a
all
feeding
bolted
one
to
of
the
dead crows
floor.
and falling on the
FY.
ground.
Everything except for the crib is actually bolted to the floor,
We got enough
which
time.
makes sense because it
Whoop.
sways
Oh.
back and forth.
Yeah,
You do?
We should
walks.
take Gannon. We should also take the crib.
The crib that we can walk through.
Is it an illusion crib or is it just floating?
It's an illusory crib too.
Okay, never mind.
Take it.
So
All
wholesome.
right, so
Oh my god, that's priceless.
roll
Right.
roll a d20, Tom, because David does it where you roll a d20 and you have to get, I think, an 11 or better to give advantage. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Nope. There we go. All right, cool
10,
story.
10, 10, 10. Oh,
10.
alrighty.
All right, straight roll. Oh, and I
Alright.
got a 19 on the investigation check.
What are you trying to investigate, by the way?
I'm just turning the room upside down to see if there's
Oh, okay.
anything. I'm looking in the chest.
You
Just
look
looking to see
around.
if there's any
The
of the
tub itself
loot.
seems disturbing. Like the blood is definitely like scrubbed and then reapplied, scrubbed and then reapplied. You get the sense that there's something that over time has been done to. In fact, with that 20, you're able to put together. She probably had some kind of a ritual where she bathed in blood in order to extend her life. As this was actually not a hag.
That's creepy.
This was a woman. Otherwise, she would have never been held by the hold person spell.
I was wondering how that worked out.
Yep. Same.
So that was not
Cool story.
DM Fiat or cool story. Get out of here, Drake. Or like something else. That was just that.
Okay. The two like
Oh.
cabinet things.
Oh.
Anything?
The cabinets themselves.
Interesting.
Let me double check. They actually just like have random stuff inside of them. You see some interesting looking silverware and not made out of.
Is it silver?
It's
Oh,
not
you said the
silver.
magic word.
I know. The second that I was like, no, it's like made out of like this hardened wood and like polished to a sheen. You look kind of push through it. But as you look around, the thing that does seem interesting to you as you finally turn back towards the crib, you kind of go, what the fuck is that green glow? You walk
I
over
was
there,
about to say, can I bust through the floor?
and you break it open. And there you see the glow of 3 gems just pulsating.
I pick him up.
And as you kind of like, you feel like there are roots that have just attached themselves to the bottom of the gems, and it's just like, you feel a shiver through the entire tree. As you're just like, oh. And as you slowly pull them out one by one, the hut seems to kind of get more and more wobbly, harder time to stand, and finally, with the final gem pulled out, drops down, lifeless.
The Wizard of Wine gems.
I'm gonna turn up. Why did you do that? We could have walked with this thing.
We're not taking the creepy ass hut as a taxi.
What? Nobody would.
Fuck it. That would be awesome.
The
It would
only,
be the person with the creepy ass tail that wants to talk about walking with a creepy ass hut.
the only other thing that seems to be of interest is that brass reinforced chest.
Okay, I'm gonna go open it.
Alrighty. As you kind of like lean next to it and it seems to be unlocked, you're like, alright, cool. As you push it open, you see some kind of a weird glyph that is scribed to the inside of this thing. And as you kick it open, it glows up. I need Ganon and Dunan to both make me Constitution saving throws.
Oh god.
Or hold up. Dexterity saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
See the 20s, boys. Not a 20.
Oh, Dunan, you did. All right.
Glad I'm out here.
Knack, you've just been outside there looking over your book. And every once in a while, as you're looking over some of your things and kind of like thinking, oh, maybe I could simplify that. Yeah, I could probably combine those different equations a little bit more easily. And you hear the voice kind of go, interesting. A bit convoluted, but it gets the job done. You're just like, get out of my head. And as you finally cast your detect magic, you see these arcane runes, and you see some ley lines about, and you feel the energy of the weave. Suddenly there's just an explosion that rockets out of the house as this a massive thunderous explosion tears the entire hut apart, as both Ganon and Dunan take 29 points of thunder damage.
Now it's Sunday night because Dunan is down.
As Dunan just lands on the ground there. What do you guys do?
Looks like the tree threw up.
I wanna scramble around and look for the head and the hair. Make sure we got it. Like I'm frantically looking.
Roll
for the hair.
me a D100, Ganon.
We gotta have the hair. That's gonna be such a great moment when we meet Strahd.
The head was actually, luckily, you were kind of like trying to attach it to your front belt as you got hit on the back by it. So it's mostly intact. Kind of got caved in on the left frontal lobe there a little bit, but the hair, actually, you tied it up pretty securely. So you good.
Good. I didn't want to take your. I have to take your beard hair.
I really thought you were about to go somewhere else with that for a second.
So, Finn's gonna sprint over towards Dunan
Yeah, same.
and try to wake her up. And assuming I can stabilize her and get her eyes open, I want to say something to her.
All right. What do you cast to get her back up?
Cure wounds.
Okay, go for it.
See this idiot come flying out of fucking tree after
Dunan,
explosion.
you are just absolutely peppered and littered with all of this shrapnel of wood and some brass elements, and it's just like as the spell kind of takes hold, it pushes all of them out, and kind of like you look up as this little like drooly cobalt face just hovers over yours. Finn, what would you like to say?
Hey there.
How's
How's it
your
going?
bells again? I hate bells.
Oh, did you find something in there? Was it
I opened a box and the box went boom.
Oh, it was a shocking experience. Huh? That's crazy. Man, you know, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Every time we've got involved with women, something crazy happens. So, you know, women, right?
I'm gonna stab you if I could, but I can't move my arms.
That's a bummer. Why don't you? And I'm gonna kind of look over and I'm gonna wipe my mouth and go, "Is that raspberry?" I'm just gonna walk away.
If you kiss me, I swear to God.
I'm trying to leave
I
the
swear to-
illusion
Yeah.
that he thinks he got mouth to mouth.
I swear
I'm
to
just
God, I'm
gonna
gonna stab you, you little fucking rabbit.
I was gonna just hold Duden back and cast Cure Wounds as well.
Go for it.
He's not worth it. Not right now. Just
Did
wait
he
a bit.
Tell me he didn't give me mouth to mouth.
Oh, this is such an opportunity
I
for
was gonna
trickery.
say, let me die next time.
As I'm
Did
walking
you
away, I'm
break
like,
shit in there?
I didn't break anything. Take this fucking staff and I'm gonna throw
The
it at
staff
him.
is completely shattered and broken, non-magical. Like, it might have had the ability to channel as a focus, but it itself was not a magical staff.
Oh, okay.
However,
So you're
Yeah.
saying you broke shit in there.
as you step over there, Knack, through the rubble and underneath the collapsed roof, you do get some trace ley lines that kind of pierce through the openings in the rubble. There certainly might be something magical inside the hut.
I opened a box and the box went boom, but I got the stones for the
You didn't-
Wizard of Wine.
Didn't check for traps or anything. You just open a box.
Listen, listen.
Mm-hmm. Yep, go ahead.
Maybe if you weren't 50 feet in the back like always, you could go check. Oh, I'm so sorry. You were fucking back there playing with some bees while we were doing grown work, okay?
Yeah, sorry for thinking. That was my mistake. Next time I'll take your approach and just
Yeah.
blindly charge. My bad.
So,
Enjoy your ground time.
I am, thanks.
Knack kind of
Did you
steps on your
find-
chest, pushes you deeper in the
I
swamp.
just can't imagine. Did you guys find anything valuable? So we
Yeah.
can sell it?
As I walk away, they blew it up!
Nothing to sell,
Could
but
have
I got
grabbed
the
it.
I got the stones that we can give back to the Crow boys so they can grow some wine.
All right, Knack. As you start
Sure,
searching
Strahd will
through,
just steal them again.
you guys will probably take another hour or so searching through the very much destroyed innards. However, you see hundreds of glimmering coins all throughout this area. As the rest of you guys watch, the roiling clouds seemingly getting angrier and angrier. Rain is starting to pelt you guys and pour down upon you. You can hear off
Get
in
it,
the
I need
distance,
help.
maybe like half a mile or so away, and all of these like howls of packs of wolves. As you quickly search through, go ahead and make me an investigation check. Gannon just wants to remind us that he has a great sword.
I was trying to edit it to make sure I put the hair on it.
All right. It will take you guys a little bit, or as Gannon and Knack aggressively search through this stuff. What do the rest of the four of you guys do?
So they're gonna do this over an hour?
It's not going to be an hour, but it's going to take some time. Yes.
Enough time for me to do a short rest while they're doing it?
Nope.
Well, then I'm just gonna, I guess, light a torch and look out. I'm a terrible lookout because I can't see in the dark.
Collect some of that giant skull.
Um,
Pick up some more thorns, stuff I see lying around.
sure. However, what you are able
What
to
direction does
find,
the howling come from?
all surrounding.
Oh,
You are able to rage loot
Rage Loot. TM.
1,000 gold, Knack. And let me repeat that one more time, slowly for the players, because there's going to be a little bit of a finally moment. 1,000 gold pieces. Wait, let me do it slower for you, Jeremy. 1,000. There you go. All right, so as you
that's so fucking creepy.
so weird.
I'm just enjoying the taste of the sound.
You also
Can we-
find 5 in just beautiful glimmering diamonds. big,
Oh,
They happen to
big
be
old diamonds.
worth a lot.
There's
Alright,
a
500 gold worth.
She's not asking for any particular
yeah,
reason.
no reason at all.
Not any reason at all.
There's a vial that seems interesting that didn't shatter. You find 2 scrolls that seem to be something that you're not too familiar on how to use. A pouch that contains these interesting kind of slightly glowing bullets. You know that they are sling bullets. You get the sense that they are magical. You also see, and let me make sure that I get the description of this right, because it is beautiful.
I just figured out what's going on.
What you see there is like these, what is like a pipe that has the normal blowholes on it. At the top of it, there's a thing where you can put your mouth on it. It looks like this weird, reedy, kind of decayed piece of wood. There are these 2 skulls of ravens attached to it, and this bone that goes out to the side where you can actually hold it, and as you play it, you see a little bit of a glow of inside of the sockets of the raven skulls. Also seem to be magical. Some kind of a magical set of pipes. And finally, just this little stone that upon its surface, as you kind of like brush the thing of it, the more you brush it away, you see it as just this little cat's head almost that has like a little bit of an emerald inset in there, and you just go, oh, this is interesting. Very interesting abjurative magics coming off of that as the howling gets closer and closer.
By sling, you meant like that range weapon sling, right?
Mm-hmm. Like
I'm thinking of? Okay.
David v. Goliath.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So after seeing all that, I'm like, Ganon, we gotta get out of here now.
While all of them are
You gotta
doing
tell me
that,
twice.
while all of them are doing that, releasing the ravens, collecting what scrap iron I can.
You look around. Are
From
you
the
gonna carry the?
cages.
No, I know. Are you gonna carry the cages themselves? They're like bent out and stuff like that. But like, what do you do? The cages are pretty heavy.
You think I can get away with carrying one? Or
They're
did the
like-
bathtub shatter with the?
I don't think the bathtub was metal.
You're not gonna be able to
Yeah,
carry
the bathtub
either.
was iron. He said.
Oh.
It's too heavy. Like you are too encumbered.
Okay.
Just to be clear, do I still have that plate armor that was broken on me? It's still in my inventory.
No, you
Mm-mm,
shouldn't.
that's
You
back
guys
at the-
left that back. Yeah, at.
I
in
assume
Blocky.
so. So could I carry one if he needs it?
But while they were doing all that, would I have had time to break off some of the bars from the cage?
Sure.
Or at
Make me a
least the
strength
chain?
check. Make me just a straight or athletics check. Since we learned
If
from
it
Dunan,
helps.
you're gonna use a crowbar, so it's gonna be with advantage. Go ahead, Mel.
Okay.
I
Here's
was
my
gonna say-
crowbar, Hoyt.
If it
It worked
helps,
so well last
I
time.
can try to heat the bars to try and make them a little more
Mm.
pliable.
As it burns your hands off. I'm just kidding.
So it's click alt.
Alt, yep, AA. Alrighty, yeah, you're able to break off a couple rods of that by the time that they're done. It took you a while, and you went aggressively at it. But yeah, you're a little bit out of breath as you see some kind of like 2 of those weird blasts east of you guys once more.
We need to kill.
Weird
It's-
blasts.
Yeah, it seems to be the same black or purpley energy that had helped you guys out, shooting the
Okay,
flies.
that's what I was
and-
clarifying.
Where was the howling originating from? Could we tell?
Everywhere.
Okay. Alright, so I guess I'm crawling back outside. I'm like, we need to go now. I got everything we can get. Let's hoof it.
So we go back the way we came.
Well, we gotta go pick up the body first.
Yeah, we gotta go
Oh, yeah,
body.
we gotta get her first. Alright, so I think we're gonna hoof it south.
Yep.
Alright, north.
We're gonna hook
Alrighty.
it to
Wherever
Dagmar's
the body is.
Yeah, Dagmar's body, and then back to the Wizards of the
Yeah.
Line.
Outside the first village we entered, the first area we entered.
No, I
Alrighty.
know I don't know this information, but weren't you supposed to meet with somebody?
When he'll come to meet us.
Okay.
As you guys try to run off with your loot, you hear the getting closer and closer as you guys are pushing northward towards where Dagmar's body lays on the ground there. You actually see the same hooded figure once more, just standing above the body, just looking at it inquisitively. And as the hood kind of like turns towards you guys, there again is that chin with its beard, a little bit of a dimpled smile that is barely visible through the darkness that seems to connect around it. But then behind it, you see some kind of a weird black shimmer. It seems like there's something hovering behind this figure as you guys are getting closer and closer. As you guys do, the shimmer kind of gets more and more concrete and finally seems to pull itself together. You see a figure that is about 6 feet tall. You see this interesting golden crown apparate, this weird broad thing that is upon his shoulders, gaunt, almost skeletal, like ghoulish features, piercing, intelligent eyes. You see a red robe that is kind of like flowing about it. And what you see there is like this interesting creature. Knack, make me a history check with advantage.
Skeletor.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know precisely what this is.
Uh-huh.
From the lands where you have learned your trade, my dear Knack. What floats there, spectrally and partially visible, indicating to you that this is an illusion of sorts, projected outwards to be seen. This is a lich, potentially a very, very powerful lich. In his hand, he seems to be just kind of like balancing slowly what looks like some kind of like a fortune teller's sphere, crystal sphere. And inside of it, you see the same castle that you have walked by before, that you have cursed at and feared, for this is Castle Ravenloft. And as the figure, the one on the cowl, kind of reaches over and pulls it back, Knack. Drake, would you like to describe who is revealing their face?
Oh, that's Big Daddy. That's Big Daddy Rolak.
No,
Welcome back.
your
But he doesn't
brother
quite look the
Rolak,
same.
who had stepped
Oh,
away
shit.
into some kind of fiery teleportation, once again stands before you, but something is different about him. He's a little bit more gaunt. His skin is just grayed out a little bit. There seems to be kind of like almost a red tinge to his eyes. His hair is a little bit more matted to his face, but slicked back mostly. But there's just that smile of his. That cocky-ass smile of Rolak's. What do you say, Rolak?
Hey, little brother. Looks like you got a little bit stronger.
I'm very surprised that you're not dead. I'll be completely honest. And I'm actually not sure that you're actually not dead.
It kind of looks dead.
Looks can be deceiving.
Finn is ecstatic. He's got his big old cheesy smile on his face, like,
Sorry, is this your friend of yours?
What's with the dude in the hat? Is that a fucking tail?
It's not a very good one, is it?
I have no comment on whether or not. No comment.
Now,
Well, clearly not talking about me.
It's a new group of friends.
the figure just kind of puts up his hand and kind of like seems to annoyedly wave it ever so slightly. You have accomplished something that no other outsiders have. You slew Strahd's, well, adopted mother. Congratulations. Now, the true tasks lie before you. You received a fortune from Madame Ava, yes?
We did.
Not that I'm aware of, but sure.
Then stop your dallying about. For the Vistani hold great power in the dread domains, Barovia included. Madame Ava is one of the most powerful of all of them. And you, as his eyes, dead as they are, kind of seem to focus in on Dunan. You seek your son. Yes.
More than anything.
I know where they have brought him, and he is not in Barovia. Your son is with his grandfather, the man whose blood you share but know nothing about. I'll be frank with you. I need you so that I can bring my plans to fruition. Let them defeat Strahd. Help me return you to your son. Come with me, Vistana.
Done.
As he looks down upon Rolak just kind of has this like half-tilted smile, nods and smiles. As Dunan kind of looks towards the rest of you guys, and without another moment's hesitation, for a mother's heart is exactly where it needs to be, steps forward and just kind of shrugs as to what do we do next, as he just kind of reaches his hands towards your shoulder, Dunan, and both of them disappear.
Good luck.
Goodbye? Question mark?
Finn's just gonna scream, "Hope you find your shoe!"
And as the group is reunited with a brother who took a left turn, that is where we're going to pick it up next time. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the compliment, Domino. I couldn't do it without these people here. Thank you, players, so very much. That was a badass session.
God, I hope she heard me.
Perfectly executed. Oh my god, that whole person was absolutely legit. If she would have
As
saved
soon as that whole
against that,
person landed, I was like, encounter over. Because we're going to get our fucking smited in there, and he is going to just start raining hell.
oh my god. Yeah.
Please tell me I wasn't the only one, and maybe I've been scarred by David.
Oh, no,
Please tell me I'm not the only
I knew
one.
she was going to fucking resurrect or like...
Well, I was like,
Shit.
y'all happy, y'all fucking happy.
I was waiting for the tree to just go berserk.
Yeah, here comes her and her 7 fucking sisters, and fucking, yeah.
Was the tree still viable at any, like, for the wood, harvesting of any of the wood?
You guys didn't check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when there's like 1,000 wolves coming, I don't think we should linger around the lumberjacking personally.
And
Well, I mean, there was a lot of time where y'all were just sitting there spinning the wheels and
We didn't
somebody
have
had done
axes.
something.
not to harp on it, but the threat of the wolves remain. But welcome back, Rolak. Realized in a very interesting new way. You knew it. You knew it what the wolf felt, didn't you? Alrighty, we'll chat off air. Everybody at home, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, just one more big shout out. If you guys have Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe to the channel for free through that. I mean, it's not for free. You paid for it technically already because Amazon owns literally everything. Welcome, my Amazon Prime citizen. But if you guys wouldn't mind throwing the Prime membership that you guys have for free sitting as part of your Prime, we would absolutely appreciate that. It is going to go into more improvements for the channel, making it look more badass, better art for everyone so it doesn't look quite as pixelated as that image that I have right there, and everything else across the board. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Later.